Yerp, it's Purp. Welcome. A little janky start. For some odd reason, StreamYards is acting dumb. It might be where I'm at. I don't know. Hopefully, we won't have those issues for the rest of the night. But I appreciate everybody pulling up. I haven't live streamed in quite a long time, so bear with me. But at the end of the year, for those that don't know, I always like to kind of do these award shows. This is my third year doing it. I take pride in that. I'm the first to ever do it. I'll coin that. I don't give a fuck. But I'm here to have a good time. We're here to have a good night. I got a few categories to go through, and then we're gonna end things off with the channel of the year for 2021. You know, um, it's almost a new year already. I feel like 2021 has just come and gone. Thank God, because we got so much content to cover next year. But I am not here alone. I got a bunch of people waiting in the back. I'm gonna bring them in. Got my boy Zod. Got K Dot. Got my boy Rashad. How y'all doing?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yo, what's the deal? Pickles, everything kosher?
Yeah. They good. Rashad, I was just thinking about this. I was like, yo, we only like link up like once, like it seems like once a year or something like that, once or twice a year and shit. But you'll definitely see Rashad here, like for Cobra Kai and other things in the future, most definitely. But
Oh, for sure. Looking forward to it, bro.
yeah. Let me check in with the chat real quick because I feel like I've been neglecting them. I see Landon there, Zod, he's here, Chillmonger, Big Braille, Scrump, Guru, I see you. Oh, shout outs to K for the super chat. Yo, this should be acting janky. Like, I don't know, StreamYards be pissing me off sometimes,
Yeah, I was having
Sometimes
some issues. I was having some issues yesterday with StreamYard a little bit. I don't know what's going on with them.
yeah, like when you go to click something, it takes a minute to process and shit. It's annoying, but I appreciate the $3 super sticker. I don't know what the hell the sticker is, but Tony, I see you. What else we got here? Jenny, salute. Jess, is that Jess Martin? I don't know. I apologize if I fucked up your name. PB, I see you. Yeah, man. So, like I said, we got a few categories to go through. I'm not gonna try to rush through them because, like I said, I
Chillmonger
like
Dave Filoni in the top right.
Dave Filoni. Yes, that's Dave Filoni.
Hi, everybody. I don't know how I got here from Lucas Disney, but I heard about this great Purp show awards, and he said he wanted someone big. So here I am. Dreams come true.
Holy fuck! Finally,
I will be talking about the new season of Mandalorian. I'll give you some spoilers for this year because Purp's such a great friend. So
I'm all
there
right.
you
I'm
go.
all right.
spoilers, motherfucker!
Hey, I'm Cowboy Dave. I can do whatever the fuck
I
I
don't give a shit, Dave. Mr. Dave.
How you doing, PB?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Excited to be here for the Purp Awards. Go ahead and hit that like button, everybody. You know you want to.
K, how you doing, bro? He's on mute. Never mind.
He said
Anyways,
that was hilarious. He literally
Just
just
give
said,
me
"Give me
a
1 minute."
quick minute. I'll be right back.
all
Quick
right.
minute.
Yeah.
It's like,
all
give
right.
me
All
a
right, no more.
minute, and you were like, "What's up, K Dot? How you doing?" I was like, "That ain't gonna work."
Yeah, man. So like, hopefully this goes smoothly. I hope everybody's had a pretty good year. It's been a pretty rough year for me. It's been kind of mixed up and down, but got a lot of good content to look forward to. So it's I use this platform for therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I'm stressed out, I just like to make make a video or two or something like that. Um, to kind of address the elephant in the room, you're probably wondering
Ooh.
like, are you going to come out with a season 4 of the Purp show? And I'm going to answer that and say no, but maybe in the future. I have an idea when I want to do it. I just don't know if I want to do it. But I don't want to give nobody's hopes up. But I will still be live streaming and stuff. I want to kind of
My hopes
try
have
something
been
new.
crushed. You're right, they're not up, they're crushed. Go season 4.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's like a major television show that's on a high, and then they come out and they leave you on a cliffhanger, and then they go, "Well, sorry
You got
guys, we got
Zod,
canceled."
you got a little static on your end.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, pop in and pop out. See if that works.
Oh my goodness!
All right, Purp, I am in.
He's alive.
Yeah, man. So like I said, I don't know exactly, just because like there's a lot of things going on in my real life. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't really feel like it at times, unless if it's like something like this, or if we're talking about just one singular topic or something like that. But for right now, I always change my mind and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I just
Landon has a good question for you. I don't know if it popped up on your end or not.
this one.
Yep. How about live streams in general? Are we going to get any more of that from you?
Oh yeah,
Purp?
yeah. You're still gonna get live streams. I'm just not gonna do them like weekly or something like that. It'd be like if it's Cobra Kai, or if it's like Attack on Titan, or something like major, or maybe like Power or something like that.
So you're saying we could get more than one live stream in a week, or is that?
No, not in a week. But I'm just saying, like, it just be once in a blue moon. Occasionally.
Oh no, Bloom. Oh.
All right, so basically what Purp's saying is, if Cobra Kai comes out, he'll do like them weekly streams for each episode. Well, a whole stream in general, since Cobra Kai is going to release all at once. Shouts out to Netflix.
Yes.
Or like
binging is the way.
Fed, Mandalorian,
not the
way. So basically, your life's going to be dedicated to just around the content that comes out as it goes, not like weekly. Like
yeah. See, K Dot knows me. K Dot knows what I'm talking about. But
sorry,
yeah,
I was laughing at this vain motherfucker adjusting his hat.
It's all about.
It's just I kind of want to do some other things. Like I'll have other creators on or something like that. We do like a interview-esque type kind of show. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, nothing's set in stone yet, so I like to just go with the flow with things. And I also forgot to upload my new intro, because I was going to show that. I might be able to finesse that somehow later, but if I don't, you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait.
Deep
but
tease.
Yeah, Elge, salute. Can you get? Can I get an autograph? Maybe digital autograph. Hey, I could sell that as like an NFT, since those
you took
are popular.
words in my mouth. I was just gonna say NFT.
Yeah. So
Perp's about to DM this man a purple question mark and say, "Give me $5,000 for it."
Yes, exactly. That's how you do it. You gotta know your worth. But
I got a question. Did you hashtag this show? Like if I put hashtag Purp Show or Purp Awards?
The Purp Show Awards. Yes, hashtag the Purp Show Awards.
Oh, it's all of the words are in the hashtag?
Yes, all of the words are in the hashtag.
The Purp Show Awards. Holy fuck.
Yes. So first category is anime of the year. I'm just gonna run the nominees real quick. Yeah, so that's the 5 nominees. You got Attack on Titan season 4 part 1, And ironically, they just dropped the trailer for the second trailer for part 2 that's coming out in January. I cannot wait. You got Jujutsu Kaisen, Vivi's Florid Eyed Song, Trece, and you got the My Hero Academia movie, the World's Heroes Mission that came out in October. Now, how I'm choosing all these categories and things in these different categories is just based off things I've reviewed over the years. So you won't see nothing that I haven't reviewed. So if you want to check out those reviews, they're on my channel. I don't have to go through and just describe all these and stuff. I got reviews from. So just to let y'all know, just a heads up. But I like to play these little games. I know a lot of people that watch aren't going to necessarily know exactly what each individual thing it's being nominated for, but I want y'all to guess what I chose to be anime of the year. I don't think y'all will be able to guess, but let me know in the chat how y'all how y'all
you
feel about
obviously
that.
would pick Attack on Titan, but the way you're saying it, I feel like that's a misdirect. So I feel like you may go with My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. I really feel like you're really trying to misdirect this the way you just said that. So it's definitely My Hero Academia World Mission as yours. I'm gonna be
You
different.
sure about that?
I know it should always be Attack on Titan, but the way you just said that.
You sure? You sure it's not My Hero?
What I say? I'm gonna go with My Hero Academia World Mission. I think
what you think, Zod? What you think, Zod?
Subvert our expectations, bro.
Ooh, like pretty much every time I ever see you anywhere, you are like Attack on Titan. But I have to agree with K-Dot that feels like a large misdirect because naturally we're going to be expecting you to pick Attack on Titan. So I'm gonna think way outside the box and go with the Jujutsu.
Interesting. Okay, all the chats saying Attack on Titan. LB, welcome.
Why y'all talking about anime when I show up, man?
Because it's perfect time. Talk about perfect timing. You're right on time, bro. Right on time.
Good evening.
Do you want to take a gander or a guess on what my anime of the year is? LB?
Let me that Titan show.
Okay. PB, how about you?
No, I'm gonna have to agree with my cousin in the chat. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be Attack on Titan. I think you're just trying to misdirect away from it.
See y'all,
Rashad, how you feel?
Yeah, I gotta say Titans. You've been trying to get me on that for a minute, and I keep telling you I'm gonna watch it, and I still haven't watched it yet. But you talk about the show, so that's the only anime I hear you talk about. So yeah, I'm gonna say Titan.
But see, that's the thing too. Purp also be talking about My Hero, just like
not that much, not that much, though. Not that much. There's some other shits like Vivi's Fluoride Song, which is fucking phenomenal. Animation is just if you like, it's gonna be a weird kind of comparison, but if you like Terminator meets like let's say like American Idol ish, then yeah, it'll be right up your alley. Yeah, it's very.
That sounds amazing.
What?
It's wacky. It's wacky, but it's really dope. And
Terminator. You said Terminator meets American Idol?
Yes.
The singing show.
Yes.
Yeah. All
yes. Right. I'm just gonna leave it there without spoiling nothing because it's pretty fascinating. But because there's a music. I always say American Idol because there's like this music element to it and stuff because it's like centered around this like robotic fucking pop star, whatever the fuck. But there's a whole other thing to it. But it is what it is. But let's see who won. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a drum roll? Anybody?
I don't have that sound effect.
Attack on Titan.
Hey.
Yes. No riot in the chat.
Well, I guess he did. I guess he want to try and misdirect us like Ryan Johnson at least.
Bro, this was a no-brainer. this was a no brainer. You know what I'm saying? Because
I mean,
this
I
was
was going
like
off
the
of how you introduced it, bro, and I was like, man, this dude Purp is about to like freaking about to freaking troll us or something. He gonna say like my hero. Look, I could have went with Attack on Titan, but it was the way you started this off and said it. And I was like, man, it might be my hero.
Tricked you like a movie trailer, man. You can't fall for that.
yeah. But nah, this is definitely by far like just hype wise and just this being like kind of like the final season and just very special shit, very special shit. Really dope show. I recommend everybody just catch up. You got like less than 3 weeks to catch up, so you good. It's like 70 something episodes. It's not that much. You can knock that out. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing, bro.
I
It's
mean,
not like
it's
One Piece.
why
It's not like One Piece that like they just got over like their 1,000 episodes and stuff like that. Yeah, that shit's ridiculous. But one day I'll get into One Piece, but till then I'll still keep roasting it just because it's fun. But anyways, let me bring this down.
the day I watch One Piece is a day I turn old and I'm on life support, so I do not have to watch it all.
Damn.
I am not going to watch that show just yet. That's a long show. If I'm trying to hook up anybody in the anime, I wouldn't recommend them One Piece. That's too much.
Vinland Saga's good. There's so much content coming out in the next like 2 months. Like you got Hawkeye finale. I'm definitely gonna be watching that. You know what I'm saying? Matrix. Just that's for shits and giggles. I'll be watching Spider-Man again for the third time on Christmas.
That's a good choice.
Next week we got Cobra Kai season 4.
Oh God, yes.
And then next month we got Scream 5. We've got
I'm actually excited about that. Call me like reliving my glory horror days or whatever, but I really have high hopes for that Scream when I saw The Mask. I was like, Ghostface is a pimp now. Yes. That's how it goes, Mask.
Yes, Gabby wants something. Chillmonger. Everybody, it's Gabby. But you got Scream, you got Attack on Titan season 4 part 2 coming out. Then you got Ozark kicking off their final season. You got Peacemaker. There's a lot of shit, bro. And then in February, you got Power Book 4 Force. And then they just announced not too long ago that season 5 of Snowfall is going to start on the 23rd. Yeah, the 23rd of February. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty busy. Pretty busy. I like staying busy. You know what I'm saying? So
did you mention Boba Fett?
No, we don't. I don't care about Boba Fett. I saw that man get put through a table. I was just like, I don't care about your show, bro. You supposed to be the shit. You got put through a table, bro.
Damn,
everybody gets put through a table at some point. The greatest wrestlers all get put through a table.
What? Just ask Goblin. Shit, Goblin got fucking power bombed.
Power bomb, like spear. He did the spear, so like Goldberg spear. Yeah. I was like, he literally speared that man through 2
So the next category I got is best song of the year.
Now, I'll definitely have no chance on this one.
Now I know I got some older folks on the panel, so they probably not gonna.
I got no shot because you be liking trash, bruh.
Oh man, sorry. I don't listen to UK drill and stuff. I'm sorry, LB, but
the hell is that?
Bruh, I don't even know what is UK drill, bruh.
Right?
It's drill music in the UK.
What is drill?
It's just another kind of version of trap music.
It's a genre that you can't handle, LB.
Pretty much,
yeah. You don't like the Attack on Titan, so you may not like this genre.
Drill music. What man, that sound like a pause-worthy genre though.
Nah, they're pretty violent. Whenever there's a drill, you know what I'm saying, there's crowd, you know what I'm saying, somebody getting killed or some shit, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, song of the year, let me run the Run the thing.
Right.
Got to cut that, but you get the point. You get the gist.
I
So
do get the gist.
yeah,
I don't know
so
any of those names except for the first one.
I
picked the
haven't
first
heard
one.
any of those. I haven't heard any of those. Be honest with you.
I haven't heard any of the music, but it's
you
what do I think? What do we think Purp picked? And I think he picked whatever that Kanye West song was.
off the grid featuring Playboy Cardi and Fabio Foreign. Then you got Family Ties, Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar. It's been years since we heard anything from Kendrick Lamar, so I definitely had to put that up there. But the Nardo Wick song, the Who Wants Smoke With Me, if you've ever been on TikTok or heard something like, you've heard this song.
Why would I be on TikTok as a grown man?
There's a bunch of grown men on TikTok. You'd be surprised.
What?
Listen, I have no choice but to be on TikTok. My 16-year-old, she lives on TikTok, and she bothers me at least every 10 minutes. Daddy, you guys see this video? Like, so against my will, I'm on TikTok. So yeah, if you got kids,
man,
you've been on TikTok.
See, that's different. You're a parent, but like me, I'm just a grown man, like without kids.
But nah, but the thing about TikTok, man, like TikTok is whooping, YouTube's ass. It's just their videos is everywhere. That's the whole reason why they got YouTube Shorts anyway. So you can't knock it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them, join them. That's pretty much what YouTube did.
YouTube's the number 2 biggest website in the world, bro. Stop it.
But then that's why TikTok has passed them in watch time hours. That's the whole reason why that they got rid of the like button, because they want the shit to look more like TikTok.
No matter what you say, bro, still the number 2 website in the world.
I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is TikTok is what YouTube used to be. Now it's like YouTube's all corporate and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
algorithm sucks.
Whoa.
What?
You have a TikTok channel that you put stuff on?
Yeah, indeed. Why wouldn't I?
I got one too.
Holy!
I got OnlyFans.
Jesus!
Wow!
Christ.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Anyways, we're gonna act like Zod didn't just say that. What up, Brad? I see you. That is not ass, bro. That's just hard. Anyways,
remixes. I mean, I like the original more than the remix, but
I like the remix.
I don't like the remix because Lil Durk is on it.
Yeah, but
Lil
who
Durk
do
got
you
the best
think
verse.
Purp is gonna pick?
No, but that's the reason I like it, because Lil Durk's on it. Everybody else can go besides.
I mean,
Nardo
and, I mean, G Herbo got a decent verse. He probably got the second best, and then 21. But anyways, yeah. Let me know. Oh, Meek got it. You think Meek got it?
Yeah, even Black Guru knows what's up. The original's the best.
Nah.
Lil Durk, when he comes on, he adds some oomph to the song, but 21 and Herbo, they don't live up to how Durk comes in on it.
But all I'm saying is, like, if you've heard, like, that's the thing about TikTok too. Like, those songs that get popular off that, like, you don't know the artist, but you know the song. Like, it's pretty crazy, like, just how that works out. But let me know in the chat what do you think I picked, and we'll get to that.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
I'm contemplating between two, because you have been very vocal about your likes for Little Durk, and that Kanye West Off the Grid song really. I don't know if you're a Fabio Foreign fan, but
nope.
All his songs sound the same, but it's all his songs is like every song that Fabio's on is like the same New York drill shit. Like, it's the same New York.
Here is that this is probably the best bars I've ever seen him spit ever in the history of anything he ever did.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
he's the best part of the song. And he's
Mm.
I think it might be Who Want. I'm going with Who Wants Smoke. It's Who Wants Smoke.
All right, so the winner of best song is. Let me pull this up. Make sure I got the right one. I don't overdo shit. Is damn, this shit's all. I gotta scroll all the way up here just to find this shit. Okay, Baby Keem featuring
Boo.
Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties.
I mean, I love this song, but damn you, Perp. I swear I seen you on Twitter post one time. Who Wants Smoke? Best song of the year. I
I like
swear.
I like Family Ties. I like the switch up. And like we haven't heard Kendrick a verse from Kendrick since like what 2017. So this was really dope. And
Actually,
fun fact,
2018. Black
yeah,
Panther
yeah,
album.
2018. But fun fact, these two are cousins. They're related. So there's that. That's hence the name Family Ties.
Yeah, and that's why it did make sense because Baby Keem has a very similar flow to Kendrick. Well, he does one of his particular flows that is very reminiscent of Kendrick.
Yo, like literally, it was between Family Ties and Who Wants Smoke because like those two, like
Yeah, I told y'all this. I seen him on Twitter one time post. It was like a while back. Who Wants Smoke? Best song of the year. That's why I went with it. I swear. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I seen it.
He ain't lying.
I'll find that
two
tweet.
for two, yeah. Back of the bus, yeah. Salute to y'all.
1 for 2. Good times.
What did he say? What did Chillmonger say? Stay sleeping on Taylor. Taylor, oh yeah, she did drop that. Like I was going to throw Adele on here, but that'd been cheating. I wanted it to be fair. You know what I'm saying? But
But you excluded somebody who would have won?
possibly, maybe.
That's interesting.
I mean,
Is there a
sounds.
country? Hell no, Brad. What the, bro? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm trying to figure out why Doja Cat weren't on here, bruh.
Doja Cat,
Yeah,
What is this Doja Cat?
Doja Cat is
Moo
fire.
Moo, the Moo
She had a
Moo
great
girl.
year.
need to know, bruh. Should have been on there.
Doja Cat did have a great year, Perch. I mean, I
Man,
would.
she overrated as hell. A lot of
She ain't
these female
overrated. She was the best
dancers.
artist this year. You know it.
She
Aside
got
from
no.
Adele.
I'm gonna quote my boy. I'm gonna quote the black girl. She got no posture when she dancing. She got no posture. But
Yeah, she a great day. Then that's slander. This is
she got
slander
no
on my
posture.
girl Doja Cat. Slander.
Oh man.
I'm about to do the female artist of the year awards and shit, and make sure Doja Cat wins on mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
bruh.
next one
Hating.
is album of the best album of the year. Now, I don't know if anybody has a specific favorite album that they heard this year that they like. You can let me
Oh,
know.
absolutely not.
You don't like Taylor? You didn't like Taylor Swift's?
I don't
Kiwi?
listen to Taylor Swift. I actively don't listen to Taylor Swift. Fun fact about that, one of her songs was being covered by some other rock band, and I listened to the whole thing and I was like, wow, that was pretty freaking good. And then I was told that it was a Taylor Swift song. I was like, well, I'm not going to go back and say that it wasn't good. So it's definitely her that I don't like listening to.
Right.
I'm going to adamantly disagree with my co-host
Holy
and
shit.
say, you, sir, for having a Christmas hat, have no soul. So there,
That's
can't
fine.
switch
Okay.
it for life.
As long as I don't have to listen to fucking Taylor Swift.
That's why your heart will never grow 3 sizes.
Oh,
Dude, he had a heart condition and he died like before New Year's.
Damn.
shit.
Your heart don't just grow. Like that's bad.
Right. K Dot. So what album did you listen to this year that stood out to you?
I mean, I listened to Donda. I listened to Baby Keem's album. I listened to Tyler the Creator's album, Pop Smoke's album, Drake's. Who else? There was one more person. Juice Worlds, and it was some other people that I can't think of right now. But honestly, it was Kanye's. Even though you know I didn't like how Kanye was promoting it, but regardless, that when the album came out, it was like it was album of the year.
Okay. So with that being said,
because you know me, I said many times I'm not really into gospel music like that, but Kanye makes appealing gospel music that I can get jiggy with. So I give it the Donda album of the year.
Who are the nominees? That was a real concise answer. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was a perfect segue. But yeah, it's pretty much Isaiah Rashad's House is Burning. Then you got Voice of the Heroes. That's Lil Durk and Lil Baby's album. You got J. Cole, The Off Season. You got Donda, Kanye. Drake, CLB. So yeah, it was an interesting year because usually I have like the worst. I just didn't review as many albums this year, so that's why I kind of
me either.
That's why I kind of substituted the worst album of the year with the best song. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know in the chat what you think I picked. I think this one will be a little bit harder for people to.
Well, it'll be harder, but since I don't know any of them, and the most that I remember you talking about one is I picked Kanye West again for 200. Purp.
Kanye West, you gonna keep with Kanye West? Okay.
You guys be careful because Purp might be tricking us again. He put a Lil Durk album on here, and he has been very vocal.
I don't know what a Lil Durk is.
Yes, this is why it's fun.
Well, no love for Nas, man. What happened to Nas?
Man, nobody listen to Nas, man.
Oh come on, man.
You see how bro he be disrespecting the OGs and I don't even like Nas.
Nah.
My boy from
Nas don't got no top album or nothing. No, not for me.
Are you crazy? No.
You know what?
He can spit though. He can spit though.
Nas is one of the most philosophical rappers. I would debate.
Philosophical. That's a big word. That's a big word for you, son.
Nobody had some of the dopest albums like in hip hop history. Illmatic, Stillmatic.
I'm not debating that. I'm just saying as recently. I'm just saying I'm not listening to Nas in 2021, bro.
Nobody talked about not Nas. Nobody talked about Drake album after like 2 hours, bro.
That's not true.
That's fact.
Drake rap.
No.
That's fact.
Donda and Drake's album was like competing.
Bruh, nobody talked about Drake album after the first day, brother. This Drake album.
Nobody talking about Nas album,
man.
We ain't talking about no. We talking about Drake. This Drake album was like
I'm saying
Reggie, bruh. If we're like you like to talk about weed, bruh, this Drake album was Reggie.
Nah, that's Drake.
You go with that weird Nas shit, right?
That Drake album started. That Drake album, it did what it did.
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? Weird Nas shit. I'm just curious. What does that mean?
Nah, it's a long story. But
oh Lord.
Nah, there ain't no Nas though. No Nas, man.
Hey, so. I'm just old hip hop head, man. That's like the only album I think I listened to this year was King's Disease.
But King's Disease 2.
Yeah, King's Disease 2, excuse me. Yeah.
But if I did have to nominate or just outright say like the worst album I've heard this year that I reviewed is definitely the DJ Khaled shit. That by far is the worst album of this year. Period.
Damn.
I actually agree with you. I think he's just terrible in general and hasn't been good. And I don't know how in the world people buy into the fact that he's good. besides remixing and go, DJ Khaled. No one gives a.
I mean,
fuck,
DJ
bro.
Khaled
No one
himself
has
isn't
shouted
good,
their
but he
names since
knows.
'92. Jesus
But I
Christ.
think DJ Khaled knows how to bring artists together. He's like the Kevin Feige when it comes to bringing artists together to make
The
something.
Kevin Feige.
But
That's funny.
DJ Khaled himself, I don't know what this dude what he does. So
Well,
he's sort of just a producer. That's it. Like all he does is really just produce.
No, I don't know if he's. I don't know if Khaled. I don't know if Khaled's still on radio, but that's how he basically blew up because he was on the radio, like one of the biggest radio shows in Miami. So, yeah, that's how you get the plug. We got the artist down there.
The only time I ever see him anymore is for that commercial where he's helping a guy brush his teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only time I ever see him anymore.
I'll tell you what, well, PB, if you want to laugh, check out. There's a clip on YouTube where he's on Larry King Live, and he's talking about his music and stuff. And Larry King just straight out asked him, "How'd you gain all that weight?" Just put him on blast. and he took a moment. He said, "Yo, I ate a lot." R.I.P. Larry King didn't give a fuck. How'd you get so fat?
I got an idea. I'm gonna go with the Little Dirk for your pick.
Okay. Little Dirk and Baby.
Be careful with
yes,
you put a Little Dirk album on there.
Y'all just completely just.
I'm going with
Cole,
Donda
like,
though.
That's
I'm
crazy.
going with Donda, but I'm telling everybody be careful because you put a Little Dirk album on here.
Donda.
I'm surprised nobody said J. Cole yet.
Nope. Kanye.
I don't trust anybody with the last name Cole. Everybody who knows me will get that joke.
Yeah. Dumb as hell, yo. But yeah, all right. So the winner is drum roll. Anybody? Little Baby, Dirk.
Freak.
I got one.
The one with freaking Little Dirk.
1 for 3.
I picked this because I feel like these two have had crazy years just on features. Like Lil Durk's been going crazy with the features. Like he's literally on this like country song I didn't even hear about, and just he's going crazy with the shit. So they've had a really good year. This is a really solid album. This was really hard for me to choose, to be honest, because it was between this Off Season or Isaiah Rashad's The House Is Burning. Because I listened to those the most, but I've listened to this album like ever since it came out. So you know what I'm saying? So that's my album of the year. So let's get this down. Now next category is worst TV show of the year. This should be fun. Now, I'm wondering if anybody can guess like at least what's on this list or whatnot, or what are some of your you think is the worst TV show that came out this year? Zod?
Well, I know.
Oh Jesus! Most of the Marvel stuff.
Most of the Marvel stuff. Okay.
No,
well, I needed one show. Like one show. Like,
fucking DC shell.
It's in the fucking name. I would have to say probably
Mister?
What If for me. That was fucking atrocious.
What?
What if? All right. K-Dot.
I'm gonna go WandaVision.
Ooh,
wow.
Hot take.
Really?
Oh.
Really? What
That's a hot take.
WandaVision?
Well, it's
hot take.
I would say the worst. Oh wait. Oh, worst.
The worst. Out of everything you could pick.
Yeah, I mean Ralph Boner, man, in that finale episode with that. Look, when WandaVision ended, the only thing, this is what we walk away with. They told us she's Scarlet Witch. We knew that since 2014. That was the big thing in that show. She's a Scarlet Witch. I knew that since Age of Ultron. I was like, come on, man.
What?
I mean, Loki's up there too.
You're so smart.
It's either between like Loki or WandaVision, because both of them was some ass.
Okay. Rashad, how about you?
Haven't watched a lot of bad shows because if I think something's bad, I really avoid it. But I've enjoyed everything I've watched. But if I got picked the weak link of all of them, it's between Hawkeye and probably LowKey.
Damn, bro.
But I think Hawkeye. Okay, Hawkeye is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't really dislike anything. Hawkeye is cool, but I'm just saying.
My dog Rashad. If you saying it's cool, it can't be the worst TV show of the year.
But did you hear what I said in the beginning? I avoid a lot of bad shows, so everything that I watched, I've enjoyed. But I'm saying as far as the weakest one that I've seen, even though I enjoy it, is Hawkeye. Out of all the stuff that I've seen that I enjoyed. You know what I mean?
Lies.
Hawkeye, I mean, it's all right though, man. I ain't hey, I'm just saying the worst that I've seen as far as the shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the lie is that it's just all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
What about you? What about you, PB? What's your I see you watching a lot of shows, you know what I'm saying? I see you watch a lot of shows, so let me know.
The worst one, and I can't get enough of it because, you know, it's a terrible show on Sci-Fi, is Day of the Dead.
You watch that?
Oh yeah, it's awful.
LB.
Since everyone's saying LowKey, I'm gonna go ahead and say Jupiter's Legacy.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh man,
exactly. What is that?
Oh god, that was a train wreck.
Oh yeah,
that was a track show
too.
Yeah, it was a show that came on like Netflix. It was like 10 years too late. But like I still wanted to see a season 2 to see if it would get better. Because I mean it did get better as it went along, but it wasn't good.
What up, Guru?
What up?
Yo, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Yo, all right. I just totally forgot about this. Yeah, no, I'm gonna change my mind. There's a worst show for me that I said fuck this show. That's that clickbait on Netflix.
Oh damn, you didn't like clickbait?
Clickbait wasted my fucking time, man.
Hey,
wasted my time.
I don't do that bad.
Man, fuck that show. Like at the end, I'm like, that's it.
Damn.
That was it.
So, Guru, since you coming in, what is your worst show that you've seen this year?
The worst show that I seen this year was LowKey. LowKey was bad on every single conceivable level, and I mean the rudimentary shit was bad. The lighting was bad. The sets were bad. The costumes were bad. I'm talking about not even getting into the.
Do you know how to put an alligator in an appropriate costume?
My God, the fact that you would need to know is the problem.
That is the wonderful part.
Hey, you know, I don't want to get on a long tangent, but let me tell you about LowKey. Like, you know, when I officially said F this show is when they had the black LowKey, right? And then he was the one to do the, you know, the selling out.
Right. Yeah. That was terrible.
The observation.
LowKey, all of LowKey looked like it was shot in a fucking closet. Like the CGI, like everything was shot in a warehouse green screen room. And when they went to that planet and they were sitting on the train for a little bit, and then they walked up to that person's house or some shit, that episode there, I mean the costumes of the guards looked like it came from Halloween City or whatever the fuck, Party City. I'm like, this whole show is awful. And I'm not even talking about the plot. So somebody stuck some money in their pocket with that show because they saved expenses. So LowKey was clearly the worst show I've watched all year.
Okay. With that all being said, let's go through the nominees.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Yeah, that's
I forgot
2 points. I got 2 quick points. I completely forgot about the Rugrats reboot. And 2, my second point is any show called Yasuke or whatever it is with that picture is a trash show.
Yeah. I don't know why you got Cruel Summer on there. I'm gonna have to
Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer. It was just a weird show. just a weird
I
show.
think Pretty Little Liars, so I can't really qualify.
Cruel Summer's like Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah,
kind of.
like it was very much. Okay, I'll put it this way: he might not have gotten it because I'm pretty sure Purp has never fucking sat down and watched every season of Pretty Little Liars. But if you did,
no.
you'll appreciate it a lot more because it's a better version of Pretty Little Liars. Like the mystery actually has a payoff. Whereas Pretty Little Liars, they've strung us along for fucking 8 years.
Man, man, don't get me started on Pretty Little Liars.
How with you, man? I invested years in that show.
The show was very good until Allison was discovered to be alive.
Yeah, it was all downhill. I said, I'm in it because I've already invested this much of my life, but it can't get better from here.
Yep.
She was just hiding in a closet or something, and they discovered her.
Fuck! I don't even want to think about it, man.
That's a whole other like 2-hour discussion.
Oh God!
It really is.
Yeah, man. So that's my nominations for that. You got Cruel Summer, Yusuke. Yusuke like had a lot of potential because it had a fire intro. The whole shit was just completely rushed and it was just really bad. American Horror Story double feature. American Horror Story double feature it was like 2 stories in one, and they just fucked that whole shit up, and just that shit was a mess. The Rugrats, we don't gotta go into that. That shit was just hot dog water.
Give me a quick summary. Why was it bad, bro?
It was just weird, bro. I'm just like, nah, this wasn't it. And then like you had different voice actors for the adults, and it was just weird, bro. It was just they didn't need to do that.
It looks weird. Like they should have kept the original animation.
Yeah. That's another thing too. It's just it looked like a horror movie. I was watching a horror movie. This doesn't look natural. So it looks something. It's like something demonic or some shit. But anyways, you got LowKey. So let me know in the comments or in the live chat what you think I picked. I'm gonna go around. Zah, what do you think I picked?
American Horror Story, because I know we were both hyped for that, and if it's as bad as you said, and now you're saving me wasting my time because there's good shit I'm not caught up on, I'm gonna pick American Horror Story because I know you and me both like it, and if it was as bad as you're inferring, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go American Horror Story.
K-Dot.
It's either between LowKey and the Rugrats. I'm gonna go with.
Correct.
I'm gonna go with LowKey.
Oh. He just took my entire argument.
Okay.
Except that I said you're gonna pick LowKey to be spiteful, you DC shill.
Uh-oh.
No, because I know from talking with Purp, we're both American Horror Story fans. So
right.
Purp is the DC shill this time.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all continue, but I'm gonna say Rugrats.
Okay.
Because I can just hear the anger in your voice when you mention Rugrats, so that's why I'm going with that one.
PB.
No, I wanted to pick Rugrats, but then I feel like you're gonna pick LowKey.
Okay. LB.
If I'm going with Yusuke, the reason why is because you like every single anime ever possible. So if you put the anime on this list, it's got to be trash.
God damn, yo, LB is the biggest hater when it comes to anime. It's hilarious, but I respect it. Guru.
I mean, it's possible for you to pick any of those. Actually, those were actually great choices for worst shows. But I'm gonna go with LowKey. I'm gonna just go with my heart because I feel like LowKey was such a bad show in general that its sheer weight of suckage will just sink the whole list. So I'm gonna go with LowKey.
Damn.
All right, so the winner is. Let me pull this up.
I see Batwoman's not on here.
Wait, what about Power Book 2? Did it not come out this year?
Yeah, it's not done. It's not finished. I didn't really count that.
Okay. Yeah, just fuck that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, the greatest moment is where fucking Tyreek finally gets his ass whooped, and then he gets arrested, and his lawyer comes up to him and says, "Here, this is a letter from your father," and pretty much Ghost says like, "Yeah, I always knew you would end up here, little nigga," and shit. Like, I was
Really?
like,
Oh,
bro,
I gotta see that episode. Yeah, that's
bro,
okay. I want to see that.
that's the best. That is the highlight of the whole entire series, bro. Just Ghost still fucking with Tyreek beyond the grave, yo.
Oh,
Hilarious.
Thanks for spoiling. Like I just started watching episode 1 like 2 hours ago, bruh.
No, but that's the best spoiler ever, man. I want to see Tariq get his ass beat in slow motion. I'm talking about Matrix slow motion. I want to see Tariq get his ass beat.
I don't know how he got 2 black eyes though. I just don't know how that worked, but you know.
Well, I mean, if you hit him in the bridge of the nose, it'll blacken both eyes instantaneously. I've had it happen to me before.
Yeah. But nah, it's yeah, that show is like, I just accepted that it's a comedy, bro, because like you got dudes like Zeke on there, which like he literally cannot act, bro. Like he's like a whole meme. Every time an episode comes out, they just meme like terrible actor. But so winner is American Horror Story double feature.
Yes, I knew it because if it was on this list, I said to myself, we're both fans, and we talked about how much we like 1984 and all of that, and it was going in a good direction. And I remember you telling me you were nervous, and I was nervous because it's 2 separate stories. Fuck.
It started off with the first 3 episodes were really strong, and then it Ryan Murphy had to be Ryan Murphy and just fuck it all up and just be like, you know what, we're just gonna throw this in there and throw that in there, and just, you know, it was a mess. They could have actually done something, but it's just like they took like 2 seasons worth of story and just made it into one story and just didn't fucking work, and none of that shit connected with each other like really at all. It was really frustrating. But yeah, so now next category we got is the best TV season of the year, meaning like, you know, if it's season 3 or season 4 of a show or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Lucky guess, it's some anime BS.
Nah, we already did the anime. Anime's done.
No, anime is excluded from this because it's so goddamn important.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, what are some of y'all's favorite seasons that you've seen of a show this year, Zod?
I'm gonna have to say this, and it's a sleeper hit, and people need to be watching it, because if they leave it on a cliffhanger and doesn't get another season, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
You gonna say Yellowstone?
No, man, it was tough. It was between those 2, but I haven't quite finished Yellowstone, and I'm more farther in this show, so I'm gonna say Dexter New Blood is fucking phenomenal. And what makes this show so good is that they fucking fixed that atrocious season 8. Like, they acknowledge it, but pretty much nothing from that season is in this. And they're just hitting it out of the park. I don't even want to give it away, but the kid actor is good. The fucking cop is good. Michael C. Hall never stopped being good. I mean, yeah, that's mine right now so far. I mean, I still got 3 episodes, so they could fuck it up, but so far, it's pretty good.
Okay. K-Dot?
I have 2. So one of them.
What, redo The Healer, season 1?
I know you don't have it on here, but I wish you would. But yeah, well, technically that's my 3, but I'll say it. Redo of Healer season 1, Superman and Lois season 1, and Attack on Titan season 4.
Okay. Rashad?
Cobra Kai season 3.
Ooh.
And I know you don't like Star Wars, but I gotta say The Bad Batch. I think that show's been slept on.
Oh, god damn. Need to get on that.
It's one of them sleeper hits, man. No, it's not what I can't call it a sleeper hit because it's not really a hit, but yeah, it's slept on.
Okay. LB?
CSI Vegas.
Oh my God! See, he wanted to talk about anime trash, but you watched CSI.
Okay, now I got a question, LB. How happy were you when that show got essentially restarted?
I was very happy when I saw that William Peterson was gonna be back, but I wished it was all the original cast, but I guess they got to do the whole bring back an old cast so we can start something new like The Force Awakens. We'll see how it go.
Okay, BG.
I had to go with first BMF season 1. I think BMF
Okay.
was really quite the masterpiece in a lot of ways.
What is BMF?
Black Mafia Family on Stars. It's like a crime drama, but more reality based than Power. Quite the urban crime drama masterpiece, And season 2 of Lock and Key was very, very good. It was surprising. I was actually going to boycott Lock and Key, but I watched season 2 and it actually was a lot better than I thought it would be.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm off the chopping block. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go through the nominees real quick. Yes, so that's the nominees. Groove got one of them. Rashad got the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Nah, you know what? Fuck what Rashad said, because I can't believe I forgot Wu-Tang and American Saga season 2. That's a sin. That's a sin. I'm sorry. I apologize to all y'all.
Because when I was making this, I could have literally made all 5 of these Netflix shows, but I was like, nah, I gotta switch it up so motherfuckers don't think I'm biased and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Netflix.
You are.
Nah, no, I'm not. No, but Netflix have definitely dropped some really really good shows and whatnot. And they're hit or miss sometimes, but I think they had a pretty solid year with their releases. I wanted to add something to this, but forgot. But I kind of locked all these in at the end of last month. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's
why
much.
Hawkeye's not on the list.
Yeah, because it's if it was if the finale came out last week, then it probably made this list. But that's a whole nother
So does
category.
that mean it's
so I got a whole nother
eligible
category
for
for
next
that.
year?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. But yeah, so that's
What do you got against Yellowstone?
I haven't really dived into it. Shouts to Brad, because the homie Brad, he kind of was putting that show in my ear, and then I heard Zod talking about it, so I was like, you know what, let me give the first episode a try. Didn't finish it because it's like an hour and a half. So
it's good stuff.
I watched the first. That's all I've seen so far of Yellowstone is that first episode, and I thought it was fantastic. It was like a great movie. Yeah, I was skeptical. I'm like, this was a very great episode, but can they tell this type of story episodically? That was my concern. Like, can they do this every week? So I haven't picked it up yet, but I will say that first episode was fantastic. I liked it.
Word. Yeah. It was kind of a slow. It's kind of a slow burn at first, but like I said, I was half asleep when I was watching
their
it.
best work. That's
it's pretty interesting. I like the kind of little setup that I saw of it, but I'm gonna definitely give it another watch. I'm gonna finish because Brad told me just give it 3 episodes and whatnot. But I'll probably end up finishing the first season because I ain't got shit else to do. So yeah, so I'm gonna go around and see if anybody can predict what I picked. Zod.
Doom Patrol Season 3. It'd be criminal if you did not put Doom Patrol Season 3. Zod strongly endorses that pick. I think I think you got the heart of a DC shell, Perp. Don't let me down.
God damn it.
Season three was
fucking
season 3 is
awesome.
perfect. Season 3 is
No,
perfect.
I seen what you did there. The DC show is on the favorite list, and the MCU show is on the worst list. I seen what you did.
See, you're paying attention. You're paying attention, PB. That's why I have you on. You're paying attention. K Dot, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Doom Patrol. You have stated a lot this year that you love Doom Patrol. So I'm going with.
I've stated a lot of things.
Yeah, I know, but you have to fight. Look, this is the thing, right? Purp will go to somebody else's stream like, hey, check out Doom Patrol. It's a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I know he's gonna pick Doom Patrol. Like this dude will recommend Doom Patrol to anyone who's like not even into Doom Patrol or that type of stuff. Like, go check out Doom Patrol.
Okay. Also, if you just now tuning in, this is the Purp Show Awards. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first person to ever probably ever do this. I'm gonna coin that, and I made this little thing so people know.
Man, stop playing with me. What? I'm the first nigga to do all type of shit. Nobody never did that.
That's fine.
Nobody.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm on my Soulja Boy shit, but yeah. So Rashad, what you think?
Man, let me tell you something. The only thing you haven't done is put a gun to my head and made me watch Doom Patrol. So yeah, I'm gonna say Doom Patrol.
Yo, Doom Patrol. Rashad, why would you say Doom Patrol is art of the highest fucking caliber?
Oh my
it's really
god!
Right up fucking here, right here.
It's really slept on.
No, I'm gonna get to it though. I'm gonna get to it eventually.
You should probably start tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that Purp's gonna pick Doom Patrol. Because he's a shill.
Yeah. I'm so glad I made these picks, yo. But PB, how about you?
That's what I just told you. I think you're picking Doom Patrol because you're a shill.
Okay. LB.
I'm gonna go with LowKey Cave season 2.
All right. BG.
I want to say Lock and Key season 2, but the truth of the matter is Doom Patrol because, like Rashad said, Purp, we can be talking about Thanksgiving dinner, and it's like, yeah, what you like? Oh, I like mashed potatoes. What you like? Oh, I like macaroni and cheese. Purp. Oh, y'all might want to check out Doom Patrol.
I thought you were gonna get to Purp, and Purp was gonna go. I like Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
basically, so that's why I gotta go with Doom Patrol.
Damn, yo. Everybody said Doom Patrol. That's crazy.
No, LB said Lock and Key.
He said Lock and Key, but all right, so the winner is
Cobra Kai.
The winner is Cobra Kai season 3.
Oh, man, hey, good pick. Good pick though, man. That was my shit.
Wow.
Oh man. That's what I was like, yo, I would have thought that would have been obvious, but I guess not.
My heart is
then
broken.
maybe you should talk more about Cobra Kai.
I did talk about Cobra Kai when it's out, but
No,
I almost forgot.
I didn't think Cobra Kai season 3 because you were so into it. I mean, we were on the same page with Cobra Kai, so that's why I never thought that. Because Doom Patrol, you're like, nah, man, you got to watch that.
Yeah.
Purp talked about Doom Patrol more because it got released weekly. He moved on from Cobra Kai as soon as it was done because it was all over and done with. That's a fact.
Not really, It came out. It came out at the top of the year, which shout outs to them for dropping 2 seasons this year. You know what I'm saying? Season 4, we're gonna have a lot of live discussion sometime in January, so I'm gonna set that up. Be on the lookout for that.
Ain't Doom Patrol with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
He's a big ass robot.
Yeah, I remember I watched a couple episodes of the first season.
He just broke the record of how many people he had inside him.
Oh.
I tried
Inside
to watch
joke.
the first episode.
That's what he said.
It was a snooze fest. I was like, this shit is boring. And I mean,
Nah,
Doom
it's
Patrol?
like the first 35 minutes of the first episode with the narration over it and everything.
I
I'm
love
like,
the narration.
that's the best part of the first season is the
Hey,
narration, because the narrator is the villain.
I'm with you, bro. I don't remember why I stopped watching the show, but I did stop watching it after like 2 episodes.
Yeah, you gotta stick with it, because like
No.
yes. You
It's
gotta
like
stick with it.
bro. This ain't like 4 TV cable channels where you have to watch
Dude,
shows, bro. It's
there's
like
gonna
500
be-
shows.
Yeah, but how many shows out there have an ape face girl?
Yeah,
Or even
bro.
talking gorilla. You know, not gorillas, gorilla grot, but a talking gorilla and a brain in a case.
Well, I was gonna
See,
say
man,
Invincible,
man,
but
I think
Invincible
that's-
wasn't a gorilla. I don't think.
oh, why we didn't have Invincible on here, Purp? What are we doing?
Yeah, I forgot all about Invincible.
Me too.
This might be on here. It might be on you know, we'll get inside the next category, because the next category
Best
is
crime show.
best new show of the year.
Best new
This was a really tough one for me to like kind of put together. So I don't even remember what I even picked. You know, I'm just like, there were so many different shows that came out. I do want to
like you don't know who the nominees are?
Nah, I do. I just like I'm just thinking like, because originally I did have Invincible here.
It gotta be. I mean, come on, like we can't like.
But there's like I'm saying, there's so many other shows though. That's what I'm saying. If like something like Yellow Jackets, I want to put that as an honorable mention. If Yellow Jackets came out like a few weeks earlier, that would have definitely made this list, because that's definitely a really interesting show. And I'm surprised that shit's already getting like Golden Globe nominations and shit like that, and it's already got renewed for a second season and stuff like that.
It fucking deserves it. That show is fantastic.
Yeah,
I actually watched it because of your review. I had no fucking clue.
Wait a second.
Because hold on, because somebody brought to my attention in the comments, they was like, because there's like this supernatural like side of it. You don't know if it's supernatural or is it just people just you know with mental health and stuff. Because somebody in the comments was bringing up like the Wendigo psychosis or some shit. I know what the Wendigo is and whatnot. It's like that. It's like that folklore. Just they're not really like skinwalkers or nothing like that. It's a little bit complicated, but it was really fascinating if you look into the Wendigo psychosis and stuff like that, and how they mix that with cannibalism and stuff like that. It's really interesting. But there's just a ton of shows that came out this year that were really fucking
Why
good.
are you surprised that Yellow Jackets got renewed if you think that it's so great?
Because I didn't know it was going to be an ongoing series. Because when I originally looked it up, I was like, oh, 7 episodes. Okay, it's going to be a limited series. I was assuming it's going to be a limited series. So, like, I was like, how is this going to wrap up?
That's how they marketed it, because Showtime originally said that it was a limited series.
Nobody trusts what you're saying.
So let me run.
Oh,
Dave.
Run
the nomination.
Oh, Dave.
I'm gonna run the nominations now.
How the fuck Invincible is not on there compared to some of that shit I just
I give
Invincible, but BMF.
listen.
You left off Invincible and BMF.
I give all those, because BMF was like still going. I didn't know if I was gonna end up putting that on or not.
But Invincible, come on, bro. Heels, bro. Mighty goddamn ducks.
Yes.
Yeah, Heels is a great show.
Mighty goddamn.
But I will absolutely give Invincible an honorable mention. It's definitely that's what I said. It was hard for me to like come up with this list, though. It was for me. because I reviewed so many
Yo, I'll
damn
tell you
shows.
another one that should get mentioned too is Midnight Mass. That shit was fucking bananas.
Yeah, that's another good one. That's what I said. Like I could have had like so many different like other like I could just had so many other shits on here and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
better than fucking Mighty Ducks, nigga. What the fuck?
But I'm saying, nah. I'll give you the backstory of Mighty Ducks because I was not looking forward to this show at all, but it was definitely a surprise hit for me, and I y'all can hold it to me.
I love it.
That was
Season
the best.
2 is gonna suck.
It might. Season 2 might suck, but you know, season 1 was really fucking solid. I was like, yeah.
And then Hills, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yes.
Hills was a very run of the mill show.
Nah,
No.
Hills was great.
So I gotta speak on this because my family has close personal ties with WWE. They're fucking assholes. But anyways, I think that it captured from talking with like old wrestlers and things like that. I think that Heels captured exactly what the wrestling world is like the real deal, not the bullshit.
You didn't talk to any old wrestlers about this show.
But this is what I'll say.
I'm not talking about the show. I mean, in general, the show captures what actually happens to wrestlers when they reach their prime or they don't quite make it or shit like that. I think it was a pretty good depiction of the real and not the shit that they put on, for everybody to see.
What network is this on?
With that being said, it's on
Stars.
With that being said, it's funny because that's the reason why I didn't like the show, because it didn't feel authentic as far as what wrestlers and how they would talk and be behind the scenes. For example, there was a scene where one of the lady character, she comes in and she tells everybody what's on the script. She says, okay, tonight's script is where wrestlers don't call what they do the script, they call it booking. So how tonight's matches will be booked, that's how they speak. They don't say script. So when I heard little nuances like that, I said, wait a second, it didn't jive for me. So that's what kind of turned me off to it. So
I mean, that's my nitpicks. I agree with you on that, Black Guru. I do have some nitpicks as far as that goes, but I'd say in general, though, it does hit the vibe of something different, and I think that's why a lot of people either really like the show or really hate the show because of that. But yeah, I'll give you that. That was a blunder.
It's called a botch.
Botch. Yeah, that was a little bit of a botch, but who knows? They might not have been able to say stuff like that because certain people who monopolize wrestling might.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Might be like, because remember when Beyond the Mat came out, Vince McMahon tried to have that movie squashed. He did not want that to come out. And so when you're doing a subject like that, I could see them having to change stuff, especially if you're a corporation, to not infer the wrath of the WWE gods.
Right.
God.
So I'm gonna
WWE God. Get it right.
I'm gonna go around and see if I'm gonna go around and get everybody's predictions. Zod.
Shit, that's hard for me because I see a couple of possibilities.
Cool, pick one.
Fuck Disney, so I'm gonna go Squid Games.
Okay, that's a nice pick. K-Dot.
I'm contemplating between Heels or Squid Game, but I'm gonna go Squid Game.
Okay. Rashad.
Being that you have the Mighty Ducks on there, that Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, man. Check it out for yourself. I would say, listen. I've been saying that for the longest. I did not like that first trailer. I was ready to go in that show and just complete shit on it. I ended up really liking it.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say Mighty Ducks, being that's like the unlikely one that, so yeah.
Okay. PB.
Ducks fly together.
Quack, quack, quack.
Shuggy duggy, quack, quack.
LB.
I want to lean towards Mighty Ducks because you did talk about it a lot, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Heels because if I can remember, I've seen you talk about Heels more.
Okay. BG.
Shit, I'm gonna go with the mighty goddamn Ducks. I mean,
Yeah.
the mighty goddamn Ducks.
The mighty goddamn Ducks.
Nah,
Ducks fly together.
Like honestly, I would recommend people checking out. Like if you don't like the first season, it is what it is. But like I was thoroughly surprised by it. They could really fuck it up in the next season or whatever, but I liked how it ended. It was pretty interesting how they kind of flipped some certain things, and we got some callbacks to the original movies and stuff like that, which was really cool.
Is Emilio in there?
Yeah, Emilio Estevez is in there.
Oh yeah.
Coach Bombay's in there.
That's why season 2 is gonna suck.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so okay, so the winner is Heels.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Now I really enjoyed Heels because it was literally like how K-Dot said, it was literally between Squid Game and Heels because I really enjoyed both. And I watched Squid Game before the fucking hype hit it because I didn't even know that shit was gonna like blow up the way it did. I just looked at it like I normally do on whatever I'm looking at. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I'm gonna definitely check that out. I'm gonna put that on my list, and I really enjoyed that. But if you like Squid Games, like that type of those type of stories, I think you would like Alice in Borderland more because I feel like that has they have kind of similar premises in a way, but you know, I'll kind of edge it out to Alice in Borderland. But the way Squid Game hits, like you can't, it's just undeniable. But I that was just too obvious. I wanted to throw that in there just to kind of throw some people off. But like Heels for me, I just felt like I was, for me personally, I felt like I was watching like Monday Night Raw with like a lot of just, especially like the second half. That's where things like really fucking picked up, and I'm curious to see where it goes.
Best show of the year.
Yes, new show.
Best new show of the year is here.
Yeah.
You got a super chat, homie.
True. Okay. Comment chat. You want to get that from PB?
Have any of you watched the WWE show where they all go all over the country finding famous wrestlers' memorabilia? It was fire. One of the Flair's robes, 6 figures.
Never heard
That's
of
an
that.
expensive fucking robe.
I've heard of it, but never watched.
Kind of stay.
I appreciate that.
Did the
$5
WWE
though.
banish Flair?
No, he was on there recently.
Yeah,
I thought he cut ties with him over that Dark Side of the Ring episode. I thought they
yeah, they let him go off of. He's no longer associated with the company. And that's what's getting Charlotte Flair in so much trouble because they trying to get her ass up out of there too.
Well,
KCG, salute. I've never seen you in here. You must be new, but salute. And Danny, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yes.
So
thank you.
let's see what else we got here. Got three more categories till we get to the channel of the year. I think that's what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to shit on the MCU at that point.
Hey, y'all done put me on the side. I didn't know nothing about this Ric Flair thing.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
They Hulk Hogan them.
Yeah, and then his daughter Charlotte, she's still there, but she been acting funny and throwing belts at people and shit. And she been kind of funny style, so they want to run her ass up out of there too. But her contract kind of thick, so they got to wait it out.
True. The next one we got is worst movie of the year. This is gonna be fun.
I can't wait to see this one because you pick outlandish fucking shit to like or dislike.
I'm sure I have.
I'm just gonna say it. Everyone knows it.
Let's see the nominees first for the sake of time.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh,
It was
fuck.
some hot takes.
What is
Bro.
everybody wedding about?
There's some hot takes here.
There's some
Some
hot
real,
takes.
Man,
real hot takes.
come on.
Yo, I agree with
No,
like 90% of that list, to be honest with you.
Oh, stop it! Stop trying to be what you
Eternals was fucking trash.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
know.
whoa,
He
whoa,
gets
whoa,
another
whoa, whoa. What was
opportunity
trash?
to take a shot at the MCU because they had a big target.
What?
It's a big,
Oh, okay,
terrible
I'm
target.
sorry, but when you fall asleep during action scenes, I think your movie's pretty fucking bad. It could just be me, or where you have an incoherent storyline that doesn't make sense, or you have fucking Selma
Incoherent is
Hayek
right up
and you
your
waste
alley.
shots of her. You could have given me. She was in the movie 5 minutes, and I only got one shot. That was a fucking L for me right there. I was like, oh, you wasted Selma Hayek. I'm done. I'm done. This is ridiculous.
Wait, which movie we talking about
You
here?
have the charisma of the cardboard cutout.
I can make
So
Eternals did some things that Spider-Man didn't do, but y'all not ready for that.
Nah.
What?
We're not gonna get into
Whoa,
that.
that's a hot take there.
No, it's not.
I
I
strongly
can make an
disagree with
argument.
that. Spider-Man got 90% of its stuff right. Eternals. Look, here's the thing. I like the director. I've actually seen her movie that she did, which, by the way, was fucking fantastic. It's called No Man. You should check that movie out. But she is a very talented artist. But giving her a comic book movie to do with an obscure character, I think was a misstep. And I also feel like there was a strong interference into what she wanted to do, because that movie feels like an hour of it should be cut and an hour of it should be added in somewhere, because none of it made
So it's the exact right length?
No, it's not the exact right length. I'm saying
you just said cut an hour and add an hour. That comes back to the same fucking time.
Exactly. I'm saying they put the wrong hour in.
I would say the strength of Eternals is its characterization, though. The one thing they did right is they had about 8 or 9 characters that, this is what I mean. They had about 8 or 9 characters that they had to create characterization for and make them distinct personalities, and they did that effectively to where you knew which each and every character, who they were. Whether you liked them, whether they excited you or not, that's another story. But you knew who they were as a character, and they stuck with that. Doctor Strange,
absolutely wrong, because who was Selma Hayek? They did not characterize her.
She was the mother figure.
5 minutes.
She was the mother figure.
Okay, and
characterization.
How did she? No, characterization is when you have a clear and concise understanding of the character. All I got from her was she was this mother figure over them, but who was she? How did she get the power? Why is she passing it on now? None of this shit is answered because the movie cuts between them two. It cuts too long to the past, and it doesn't give you enough information on how the past directly affects the character. It's just like this random scene thrown in, and yeah, you get them in this time period, but it doesn't add anything to the characterization of who they are, what their goals are, what their motivations are, why it pertains to them wanting to do what they do in current events. The only person who was decently fleshed out was the Superman guy. Like, I understood exactly, like, by the end of the movie why he did what he did. But the rest of them, I had no clue. The speed person, maybe the other dude, the one with his partner there. I kind of got them. But
Fastos or something.
Who
Paperboy.
Who they were, what their goals were, what they wanted, why they even cared about fighting.
They made that. I'm sorry, that was pretty clear as far as who they were and what they wanted. Now, where they fitted in, I think what you're suggesting to me is how they fit into the plot, like the story. The story was weak, right? So you got characterization too plugged up to a weak story. Like where they want to go with all of this, that was weak. But who they were as individuals, as far as the decisions they made, that was pretty strong with each and every character. It just went nowhere.
So I'm gonna go around and
understand who they were.
I'm gonna go around and ask everybody what you think I picked. Zod.
I'm gonna say it's a tough one because I could see you picking two of them, like just the Godzilla versus Kong to troll us. Because I don't know what your beef is, but I would definitely not put it as the worst movie. Like I understand
that movie is trash.
were highlighted,
awesome,
but I'm gonna say Eternals.
Okay, K-Dot.
I'm gonna go with Eternals because, well, yeah, I'm gonna go with Eternals. That's probably your worst film of the year, Eternals.
Okay, Rashad.
I haven't seen your Eternals review yet, but I did see your Candyman review, and you tore that movie to shreds. So I'm gonna say Candyman, but I want to add one thing. Why wasn't Coming to America on this list? Come on, man.
Good point.
It was originally. That was on my original list.
Like you preferred Kong versus Godzilla over Coming to America?
I mean, I just
Coming to America.
There's tons of tons of movies to what I'm saying to pick from. Like Black Widow. Black Widow was
Black Widow was the worst movie.
Off guy, you still owe me money.
No, I don't.
But yeah, no, with an answer that, I pick Candyman, and my personal pick for the worst movie, Coming to America. Atrocious.
Okay,
and that's all.
PB,
yeah, that was terrible.
Well, I'm confident that you're gonna pick Eternals because you picked LowKey for worst TV show. So why wouldn't you pick Eternals for worst movie?
I didn't pick LowKey for worst TV show. That was American Horror Story, but it was
my mistake.
Yeah. So Eternal Street, LB.
Well, first of all, let me just say this: out of all the movies you be watching, there ain't no way in the world you could say that the Kong movie is one of the worst. You can't. No, bro. You watched.
No, he only says because he chose Kong.
I literally counted how many movies I reviewed. I reviewed over 60 damn movies this year.
Right.
So
right. Exactly.
I had a lot to choose from.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I narrowed it down to this.
This is one of those curveball movies. Eternals. I'm not gonna say it's the worst. I'm going to go ahead and say it's that Home Alone thing because that picture just scares me.
I haven't even watched that. That's why I didn't say Home Alone. I haven't even watched that shit. I refuse to watch that.
So BG,
I agree with LB. I 1000% believe it's going to be Home Alone because for as bad as Eternals may be or any of these movies, you fucking hated Home Alone. Like it's set in a weird place with you. Like, so I believe 1000% that it's Home Alone.
Okay. All right, let's see what the chat's saying.
It's anti-nostalgia for Home Alone.
Well, Purp, if Kong would have won, would you still said it was the worst movie of the year?
Definitely one of the worst.
Why is this?
You would Team Kong.
Hold on.
Why is the Snyder Cut not here?
Because the Snyder Cut is a fucking 70-year-old movie. I don't know why people even put that shit on their lists and stuff. I've seen somebody like, this is one of the top movies of the year. This is an old ass movie, bro. Like,
no, it is Snyder's. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna fucking do it.
My
Space Jam.
My thing is, homie. Like when it comes to this is just my opinion. When you say worst, especially when it comes to like a movie or something, it's like, okay, I can never watch this again. It's that bad. Like none of those movies scream that bad except for the Home Alone one.
Okay. That's
yeah,
fair.
I gotta admit, like Eternals, I would fucking watch.
You can watch Eternals again. Like it ain't that bad to say it's the worst. Like that Home Alone, based off of reviews from other people, yeah, it's got to be the pick.
All right, so the winner is. Isn't the suspense killing everybody? The suspense. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Do you feel it?
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
Eternals.
Yes, I finally got another one right. You bastard.
No way, bruh. No way, dog. No way.
Let me explain. I saw this in theaters. I saw this twice. Because the first time I was like, this was a really, I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I'm overreacting. Saw it the second time. I was like, I'm not tripping. This movie is fucking dog water. It's just boring. It was a bad just theater experience overall, just didn't really like it at all.
Wong is in this movie?
Nah, it's a dude that look like Wong.
Yeah, his twin, his variant.
Oh, so it's just not me then. I thought that was Wong in the movie.
I thought
at
it
first.
was too.
Like, how fucking old is he?
Nah, Purp, you wild, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah,
like,
that's
Eternals,
my
Eternals
personal.
isn't even the worst MCU movie of the year. Black Widow was worse.
No.
Nah,
I disagree.
those
I can
those
at
were
least
definitely the
stand
lows,
first
but
hour of it.
I just say like, yo, if we're comparing like team up movies in the MCU, this is by far the worst. I didn't like any of the fucking characters besides like Icarus, but I didn't care about Angelina Jolie. I didn't care about Sprite and her dumb ass, and you know what I'm saying. Like I didn't care
But
about none of these characters
but
after
look
I
how
was
you
done.
know all their names though. Now, tell me what you know about Home Alone.
I know that it's just a rip off of the original, and then he's barely even in the you barely in his house. Like they probably showed his house like twice in the whole entire movie.
So,
But
bruh, so what about Eternals makes it the worst movie of the year? Like,
because the theater experience, and I literally fell asleep the second time watching this shit. I was like, yo, this shit is boring. The pacing is atrocious. The pacing is terrible. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I've yet to see it, and I see all
what,
MCU movies in the theater. I couldn't watch it.
I can't find nothing I like about it.
So what makes the Home Alone movie better?
It's not nothing bad. It's just they're all pretty bad to me. Like these are the worst movies. These are just my personal picks.
I'm not gonna lie. My theater experience for Eternals,
it's bad.
It was so dead. It was really only a pregnant lady interested in the
look,
movie.
I don't like Eternals either, but I'm just trying to figure out like what about this Home Alone movie that you say is better than Eternals?
Yeah, that's
I didn't say it was better, but
it's got to be better if Eternals is the worst.
Because it's a Marvel movie, so
no, bro,
it's a higher standard than a Home Alone. It's a higher standard.
Me and the homies need some reasoning here, bruh. Not just because.
But wait a second, though. You saying it didn't meet the high standard of Marvel or the standard set by Marvel, and it underachieved. However, the other movie is Home Alone. Now, Home Alone has a high standard too.
No, let's be real. Home Alone hasn't had. No, I might have to stop there. Home Alone
you could have looked at that trailer and knew it was going to be dog shit.
That people forget there were four. You know how I know? No. Fuck this. You know how I know I'm on a Zod ramp here? Home Alone had 4 fucking sequels, and all 4 fucking times they couldn't get this movie right. Home Alone is different because that shit should have stayed buried, and Disney should have never done it up, but they did the fucking Disney thing, and they dug the fucking corpse up, and they walked out like fucking Weekend and Bernie's out like, hey, look, you guys remember when Home Alone used to be good? Remember that? Yeah, now we're just going to shit all over it. So, it hasn't been good in years. The last one they did that was good was Home Alone Lost in New York, and that was it. They 3, 4, fucking 5. They're all terrible.
But that's my thing. It's a standard, though. That's my only point I'm making is that the standard had been set by 1 and 2. We're going to say,
but that was 30 years ago, though, man.
But if we're going to say, that's all I'm saying. If we're going to say that Eternals didn't live up to a standard, I believe Eternals met the standard closer than Home Alone did.
This Home Alone is a reboot, though. Eternals is continuing a story. So I think what Purp is saying is you have an already set pre-existing standard. Home Alone has been dead, at least to most people, since 2, so it didn't have any expectations.
Hold on, Zod. Go ahead, LB.
But I'm just saying, I want to know, like, okay, you got this category of worst movie. I want to know what made you decide that Home Alone is better than Eternals.
I never said it was better. I just said I didn't like Eternals. That was my least favorite movie.
So the theater experience makes it worse than Home Alone.
Yeah, because like it's completely different. Like watching at home.
Man, I don't know, bro. That don't make sense to me because a theater experience that doesn't make the movie good or bad.
It definitely
Like,
adds to it. Like when you if you have just a quiet, literally motherfuckers was sleeping in the theater.
but I mean, but the theater experience don't got nothing to do with the quality of a movie.
If they're
Yes, it does.
sleeping, they
I
won't
mean, no, I
disturb
mean,
you
I will
watching the
say,
movie.
I will say the theater, the experience does kind of like, for example, I saw Candyman in a full house, right? And everybody was cheering and all that shit. So the first time I watched Candyman, I said, "Holy shit, this is a masterpiece." But then when I saw it 2 days later,
Right.
with just 3 people in the room, it wasn't the same. I was like, "Ooh,
Right.
this is not as good as I thought it was."
Exactly. Like, hey, that's what everybody was saying about Thor: The Dark World, right? The theater experience was great, and you see it on the DVD, and it's like, what?
It was
Trash.
bad. Yeah, it was,
I love that movie.
But the question is, would you even watch Home Alone in the theater?
No. That's Disney Plus. That's straight to VOD.
VOD.
Yeah.
And Eternals should
clear
definitely.
perspective. Yeah.
The Turtles also should have been straight to VOD. They should have put that bitch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
battling
let me
for
frame
Eternals.
it to you this way.
I'm not riding for Eternals. I'm just trying to understand this criteria here.
Right, because this shit kind of starting to look a little janky.
No.
Look, it's just my picks.
It's
my personal
all
picks.
it's all emotional.
Nah, it's not. But next category. Shit, this is gonna be juicy. It's gonna get spicy in here. It might trigger some people. So got best movie of the year.
Yeah.
Let's run the
Run that trailer.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Where is it?
Good picks.
That's the
Okay, so Spider-Man wins because you had the best theater experience.
I do want to say this because it has to be mentioned. I know you would have had Godzilla versus Kong your best movies if you was if you wasn't Team Kong.
Nah,
you chose wrong team.
Nah, I would have still put that as one of my worst. I just didn't like that movie. But yeah, that was my.
Hold on, Purp. Let me ask you: did you see that movie in the theater or at home?
Which one?
The Kong movie.
I saw it in theaters.
Wow, I'm kind of stunned by this.
So what you mean? I go to the theaters.
No. I'm saying because that kind of movie you have a good theater experience.
Yeah. That's what y'all trolling, but.
Purp, how did you put Harder They Fall on this? Was that
Look,
just like
I tell people look, listen. This is my personal list. These are the movies that I enjoy.
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking why did you put it on the list?
Because I like the cast and I like the Western. I like the
that shit was dope. Harder They Fall was dope.
I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun movie. It was something different because we're just getting all these remakes and we're getting all these comic book movies. It was refreshing to finally get something that's like out of that realm. And it was cool. And I saw this at theaters too.
And to be fair, nobody really got shot during the filming. Shout out to
That's a low blow.
He deserved that.
The Harder They Fall.
Very hot take.
The Harder They Fall had great potential, and it starts out like the first act and like the beginning of the second act is pretty good. But when old girl turns herself into the bad guy, and that kind of incites all of the action post that moment, the movie just becomes like this paint by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of movie. Like it becomes very simplistic. It's like they created some weird conflict. Like Stagecoach Mary turns herself in, and from that point on, conflict ensues. And she had no reason to turn herself in. I just from that point on, that movie kind of just started trailing off.
So, Google, let me ask you this: Is it basically a 2021 version of Posse?
I didn't see Posse, so I couldn't.
Posse was dope. Yeah, I compared it to Posse. It was better than Posse to me personally.
I think it was what I liked about Harder They Fall was the acting. The actors were good, the sets and everything like that. But from a story perspective, it's like you created conflict. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go down there and turn myself in." She turns herself in, and it's like, "Oh, now we gotta go save her." It's like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be a badass character. So you turned a badass female character into a damsel in distress.
Oh God! You know what? I hate.
I want to say she was
I agree with you on that. I didn't even think about
that. Guru.
Isn't this movie that's the all black cast, right?
Right. The all black
Man,
cast. I like the casting. I like the settings and costumes. But I'm like, come on now.
That's my issue.
Guru. I wouldn't say she was a damsel, but the character made a really stupid plan, like super dumb.
It was a plot plan. It wasn't like it was nothing
it wasn't even a good plan in the slightest, because it's like she's going there to try and help them do the business with the bar, but it's like he knows you work with the person that he's against and stuff. It's like it was never going to be a plan that would have worked either way. But
in all fairness, it's a Western though, man. It's a Western.
That's what I'm saying.
Name me one Western besides Unforgiven where the whole movie made damn sense. You know what I'm saying? You go for it for the shootouts, the badass characters. Cherokee Bill was one of the badass motherfuckers I seen on screen all year. So yeah, it has a little shit that's wrong with it, but fuck it, man, it was a good ass time.
I like the movie. I'm just saying Zazie Beetz' character had like a really stupid plan. That's all. I like it.
The two things was Stagecoach Mary was presented as badass. Like she's flipping shotguns around, she's second in command, riding and doing these. Like she was presented as a badass who can take care of herself. She gets captured and, oh my Lord, I need help type of thing, right? So she goes from that to that, which kills the character. That's just one thing. The second thing is, to your point about it's just being a cowboy shoot 'em up. I'm okay with that, and I enjoy those. But the movie kind of started off rooted in realism, right? Like it had its roots in realism. Then it becomes that sort of movie, right? So I'm like, I thought we were going to get a little realism here. Then it becomes something weird, like, for example, Django. Django was never really rooted in realism, the whole movie. So you kind of accepted it to be kind of what it was, right? But this one started off rooted in some realism, then made a Django turn. So I'm like,
well, I mean, it was funny you said, because like, okay, when I first watched it, I thought it had a Quentin Tarantino like esque feel to it, where his movies have nothing to do with realism. You know what I'm saying? So I never got that. It was rooted in realism. I said, oh, this is gonna be some Tarantino off the wall type shit, and that's what it ended up being for me. That's what it was. Personally speaking, yeah.
So I'm gonna go around and give let people say their predictions. Saad.
I mean, this isn't even really a prediction. Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean,
okay. K-Dot. K-Dot.
I'm gonna go with, well, you put King Richard on there, but you have been gassing up Tom Holland recently. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
Going with
Rashad.
My personal favorite on that list, King Richard. I thought that was the best movie of the year, but for you, I'm gonna say Spider-Man.
All right, PB.
If I was woke, I'd say King Richard. So I'll say Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Okay, LB.
Well, since Spider-Man No Way Home had plenty of moments where the theater would cheer, clap, and go crazy. So based off the theater experience of that movie, because I've personally seen it, I would say Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay, BG.
Like I said, I want to say I'm gonna say King Richard, because Spider-Man had, with all his flaws, Spider-Man has some flaws, but I guess we gotta take a year before we can talk about him.
Bruh, I don't mean to cut you off, man. I rock with you, bruh. I rock with you based off that comment, bruh. I've been this panel. I'm like, man, I've been agreeing with bruh a whole lot. That just topped it off right there.
Yeah, but you can't talk about the flaws until a year later. Let the dust settle. Just like that Joker movie had flaws, but we couldn't talk about it till a year later. So let the dust settle, then we can kind of really talk about them. But
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say King Richard. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay. Nobody said Dune. That's surprising.
Doom was
Oh.
ass.
Nah, Dune was pretty good. That was good.
It was
I liked
alright.
it.
It was alright.
So before we get into the last category, which is the channel of the year, we're gonna announce the winner of best movie of the year.
Drum rolled. Yeah.
Godspeed,
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Spider-Man.
How was the theater experience? Tell us.
Amazing. No pun intended. No pun intended.
It was amazing. Especially hitting with that power bomb. Wow.
Yeah. That's easily like the best movie to come out this year. Like, and that just goes to show you how weak this year was. 2022 looks a lot stronger.
Right.
Just
Because
on
No
paper,
Way Home
but
is riddled with flaws.
It really is. It really is. Spider-Man's fighting in a hallway, ladies and gentlemen, in an apartment hallway. The web slinger.
Daredevil.
The web
What
slinger
is wrong with
himself.
fighting in an apartment hallway?
Yeah.
How is that a flaw?
spoilers.
No, Daredevil's a hand-to-hand combat type of character. Spider-Man can swing through New York City, but let's stick him in the hallway.
False.
But
Totally
they're right
false.
there, though.
Comically, or movie, whatever you want to pull from any source, Spider-Man can do hand-to-hand combat. Actually, that's his whole thing. He literally punches people out. How can you say he's not hand-to-hand combat?
Spider-Man got them hands. You see what he did to Goblin? Spider-Man was fucking Goblin up.
No, I was saying
my man Landon
point.
ain't seen it yet, so don't be spoiling the movie for him.
Wait, who ever seen it? Oh, you ever seen it yet, bro?
Somebody in the chat.
Nah, spoilers is off.
Alright.
Spoilers is off.
Spoilers off, right?
Nah, don't do that. Don't
first
do him like
weekend.
that.
Sorry.
Don't do him like
There's
that,
a time.
bro.
There's a time limit.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
a time limit on
he in
spoilers.
high school, bro. He like he
Oh, in high school. I
got-
can't make an exception for
my,
high
my,
school.
bruh, my homie got to do the homework first, bro. Come
Okay,
on now.
yeah, he do his
Well,
homework.
gotta wait-
Mama
gotta
ain't
wait.
Let his ass go.
He got to wait till winter break to go see it.
Uh-oh.
Should have did your homework, pal.
Yeah, man. It's just because honestly, like when I first watched this movie, I didn't know what the fuck I was watching. Like as far as like, yo, is this really happening right now? We got like 3 Spider-Man on the screen, and that's just crazy. And
Hey,
Somebody said
I never
two.
thought I'd see it, man. That shit was like crazy to me because I saw, like going back to Tobey Maguire, man, I saw them all in the theater, and just to see that moment where they're all together, I was like, shit, felt surreal.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
surreal.
I had feelings of the Rise of Skywalker after I finished watching that movie.
What?
Damn.
No, that's no. Listen, I've been fucking with you
That's
for
big
a
cap.
time. No,
I know because I
Rise of
saw that
Skywalker
piece
was
of
an
shit
abomination.
2 times.
I'm not saying the quality of the movie. I'm just saying I had feelings like vibes of like you mentioned the flaws. Like
It's
they
got it.
covered it all up with sprinkles and some chocolate syrup and a cherry. Yeah.
That's
Yo, I
Everybody
exactly what
says-
you're
I
supposed
yelled,
to do
yo,
with your flaws.
I fucking shouted. Rise of Skywalker was the last movie that I walked out talking shit. Especially when old girl said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Don't say it." I said, "Don't you fucking say it." And when she said Skywalker,
Yeah,
I
that was so trash.
I walked out. I said, "She ain't a Skywalker, man."
I hated. I wanted to kick the seat in front of me when that shit happened.
Nah, what I mean by that is like with Rise of Skywalker, the movie went by so fast. It's like they tried to make sure that you didn't think about any of the stupid stuff that was going on in the movie. That's what I mean by
I see
No Way
why
Why
Home.
was I laughing the whole time?
No, I like Spider-Man movies, but like you said, it's got flaws, and it's one of those things like you got to wait for everybody to get off the sugar high to realize,
Right.
It's not
But
the greatest
let
movie
me
ever.
ask you, LB, what's your biggest problem with the movie? What was your biggest flaw with the movie that you had an issue with?
The plot, like Doctor Strange, like
There's bingo,
Like-
Doctor Strange.
like bruh's like literally calling him a kid the whole time, and he goes along with this kid's plan. Like show some maturity, Doctor Strange. Like you should know better than
But
this.
when has he ever really done that? He's always been cocky though.
No,
He's
it's
always
not
been
about
arrogant.
He's not your friendly neighborhood Doctor Strange. He's
But
not
I'm saying
helping
that.
them.
But I'm saying they just went through Endgame, and if you even go back and look at that, because I wanted to rewatch like the end scene, just to, that had an impact on everybody. That changed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
That changed everybody.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like when you go through some shit with somebody, even though you know that they're a kid or whatever, but when you haven't been through some shit like with the whole end of the world thing, you kind of forget about that for a minute. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Yo, we blipped for 5 years. I owe you this favor, bro. Even though it may not be the best thing in the world.
But he doesn't owe him a favor.
And you could definitely tell that Doctor Strange feels some type of way that, like, you know, Wong's taking his place because he wants to be the Sorcerer Supreme. And, like, you know, he's arrogant, so he's gonna be like, oh, of course I can do that spell, no problem, of course. You know what I'm saying?
I mean that could be a reason, but it just don't line up with how he was behaving in that movie towards not Toby. What's his name? Peter.
His characterization
Whoa.
is way off.
Are you trying to tell me that Doctor Strange was a Skrull?
That crossed my mind. That did.
Another thing too. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was talking to Ned's mom more than Green Goblin in the actual movie too. They didn't even talk once.
They already had they already shot they fade.
Man, they had Toby talking to Ned's mom more than Green Goblin, bro. I was like,
no, I think that's a fair criticism. I've thought about that too, but I rewatched the first Doctor Strange, and I think you guys are giving him too much credit.
He was an asshole.
He went through an arc.
He's like Tony Stark.
He's an arrogant, narcissistic asshole, and on top of that, he feels strong feelings because of the stuff that they've gone through. I could easily see, like, you know, if you guys don't know, I was in the service. I could see a buddy coming up to you, no matter what their age are, and asking for a favor. And depending on what kind of favor it was, I do what's in my power to grant that favor because we've been through shit. Now, if you take that in the context of Endgame, they literally went through a war together, an intergalactic war. That's like a strong ass bond, being on the front lines, watching people die. Like, people bled with each other. So I do buy that he would break the rules, even though he knows. And he even stated, I forget sometimes you're a kid.
Now let me ask you this. Why, if that's the case, or since that's the case, why did Peter even go over there and ask Doctor Strange to reverse time so that way everybody can forget? And
he
then
didn't ask him to reverse time. He asked him to
he asked him to reverse time. He asked him to reverse time initially. Then Doctor Strange says, I don't have the time stone. And Peter's like, oh, yeah, motherfucker, you were there on Titan. You know, when he handed it to Thanos?
He probably forgot that, like, oh shit, like he just remembered, like, yeah, we destroyed the stones.
Yeah.
And remember the second one, they all went back and got the stones. I don't know if everyone was in the plan to put them all back into different spaces, because remember, they came in the battle late. So
I'm just saying, it was only Captain America who put the stones back. But to be fair, I mean, I think they knew. It was no huge operation to do it, because Captain America was the only one by himself, which, you know, there's some plot issues with that, but he's the only one who put back all the stones and Thor's hammer by himself. He did that.
Like I said, all the window dressing, the cherry on top, the sprinkles of the ice cream, the sugar, try to make you forget about all this nonsense that happened in the movie.
Yeah, that's why I say the reason this movie is really doing as good as it is, just as Spider-Man, but that nostalgia is powerful.
Yeah.
It is powerful.
No doubt.
Like, you got all the old villains, Toby and Andrew, like, the nostalgia on this movie is powerful.
Also, this is the first time I've seen, like, everybody kind of just somewhat just be like on one accord with this movie. And not saying, like, oh, this is woke. This is identity politics. Bro, I'm hearing that all this fucking year. I'm tired of that shit.
I give you that too. But it's the plot's weak though, right? Let's just be honest, the plot's weak. And you know, if you just watch that scene again when Peter walks, there's other problems with this movie, but I'm just focusing on this one part. And Peter walks in and they have that back and forth with Wong, and then Strange looks at Wong and says, "Hasn't the kid suffered enough? Hasn't the kid suffered enough?" That's not. Doctor Strange has always been up until this point duty bound. That means he's willing to do everything to maintain the order and represent duty. He's always been that way.
Well, technically, he was always just protective of the stone, but now the stone's not there. What else? What other purpose does he have? You know,
He wouldn't even tell Tony what the end game plan
Right.
was.
I was just about to mention that. Like y'all are trying to justify Doctor Strange's stupidity, but like he wouldn't even tell Tony or none of them what was going to actually happen because he had to make sure nothing changed in time or whatever.
Well, look, LB, I'll say this. My biggest issue with Doctor Strange in the film, it wasn't even the wish thing. Like, because to be fair, it was all Peter's fault for being so dumb and not listening when Doctor Strange showed him.
I mean, no, I don't even blame. You can't even blame Peter, bro. Like Peter's a teenager. Doctor Strange is the grown man.
But Doctor Strange is still arrogant, bro. He's gonna. If somebody told him not to do a spell, he's gonna do it anyways. You know, he's always gonna do that shit.
So why wasn't he arrogant in Infinity War? And was like, okay, I can fix all of this.
He was arrogant. He was arrogant towards Tony. Like they was fight, like damn, they're fighting each other.
No, I mean with the whole if I tell you what's going to happen thing. Remember?
I mean I guess that would just fuck up shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we
but I'm saying I'm still saying though, like Doctor Strange has always kind of been like that, bro. Like he's always been like just naive with that shit. Like
can we name another time he used magic to help people?
Like I said, like what we haven't seen because he said he got blipped. He was gone for 5 years. We don't know what he's been doing since he got back. He's probably been back for like a month. Or whatever, like a couple months. We don't like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what the fuck he's been doing.
And not to mention, he saved the guy. He saved the day. Shit, if Doctor Strange didn't do what he did at the end, we wouldn't have that'd have been the end. Because all the motherfuckers would have came. The Rhino, Craven, all the motherfuckers would have came and took everybody out. So
what did he do at the end?
He stopped the what you call it?
No, literally, what did he do? How did he stop it?
He stopped it by doing the original spell that Peter wanted.
It took him a whole movie to do that.
He was gone for 12 hours.
He was out of the
movie. He was gone for 12. I mean, all right, okay. The thing that I did not like about, because I don't want to act like I'm on Doctor Strange's jock or nothing like that. All right, but the thing I didn't like is when Peter defeated him. I didn't like the fact that Spider-Man was able to defeat the fucking wizard.
That's Spider-Man though. That's Spider-Man.
And it's his movie. I get it. It's his movie. I get it. But yeah, he was gone for like 12 hours.
And look at the plot resolution. Peter comes up and says, "Okay, Doctor Strange, just go ahead and make everybody forget now." He like, will that work? He said, "Oh yeah, that'll work."
Yeah, so because that showed he manned up. He went from Spider-Boy to Spider-Man. He finally manned the fuck up and did the right thing.
Because instead of making people forget about Spider-Man, he told Doctor Strange, he reversed it. He's like, make them forget about Peter Parker. Anybody that knows about Peter Parker, make them forget.
My point is this. The Doctor Strange that as he's been presented would have realized that solution a long time ago and simply done it. He would not have waited an entire movie or waited for Peter to have a change of heart as far as how to solve this before he simply cast the spell correctly and then had that done.
No, but not only was he gone, but then he had to fix the shit that Peter helped fuck up. So he had to capture the villains. He got into a fight with the lizard that we didn't see, I guess happened off camera. So he had to do some damage control first before he was able to really fix the shit. Not to mention, like I said, he was gone for 12 hours.
Come on, bro. Just let it simmer in, bro. This shit was off.
Yeah. Hey, this is gonna be like Avatar. When Avatar came out, everyone thought it was the greatest movie of all time. Then everybody sat back and thought about it. It was like, no, this movie's like trash.
No, I was never playing Avatar.
I don't
think it was like an Aliens Terminator ripoff. I never liked Avatar.
Yeah, I called it from the beginning. I said Avatar was trash.
I wouldn't say Avatar is trash. It's just you look at it, it's really just an
unobtainium. Really? We're not gonna say when your special thing is unobtainium. is the futuristic fucking new metal and hair sex.
I mean, like, it's not a
we're going
trash.
to give
It's
this
not
movie
like
credit.
a trash. It's not trash. It's average at best. It's an average movie at best. But the visual effects is what.
That's what
people
everyone
talk about
says.
in that
Visual
movie.
effects. Had it not pioneered that style of whatever the effect
Little
was in
mocap.
that
I think it
day,
was mocap.
yeah, nobody would have ever given this movie. It would have been a mid movie at best. Because what is that movie? It's Dancing with Wolves in space. That's all that movie is. Say that I'm wrong. Same fucking plot. A guy
Yeah,
comes
it's
to a
like I said.
planet.
It's an
He
average movie.
saves
It's
the
an average
people.
movie at best, but it ain't trash.
It's absolute uninspired, and all of the designs are the same thing that James Cameron has done in other movies. They got the Terminator design for the fucking ships. There is no creativity or originality in that movie, and I called it years ago, and everyone said, "Oh yeah, you're wrong. You just hate it because blah blah blah." No, it's garbage. That whole movie was garbage. I can't for the life of me figure out how it got the biggest box office.
All right. So
3D.
we're just going to agree to disagree with No Way Home. It's fine, because people have complaints about it. People have complaints about Endgame. People have complaints about Infinity War. People have complaints about all these different movies. It's all good.
There's
But
nothing to.
that's what's
There's
dope. It's
nothing.
just
I was gonna say there's nothing to agree to disagree. We all like the movie. We're just saying it ain't as GOAT.
No,
I mean, you can say that. You can say that about any movie. No, there's no perfect movie out there, bro.
Nah.
Oh yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
Well, there's not.
Oh, there is.
Godfather is a perfect movie.
You can find nitpicks about that. Some people might not like the pacing of that movie.
I don't know.
Purp, I do have a revelation for you.
Go ahead.
Oh God.
This is just the truth. Technically, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the best MCU Spider-Man.
No,
Easy, but we can go move on.
No, we're gonna
That's
move
gonna
on.
open up a whole nother can of worms right there.
No,
It's really not a
I just
debate.
wanted to
all-
reveal that, you know.
It's not a debate, K. Dot. But go ahead. You're right. Go ahead.
all three. What that movie showed me that like they're all dope in their own unique way, but they're all Peter Parker at the same time. They all do fucking Spider-Man things, bro.
But real quick, I felt like shit afterwards because I was one of those people that shit on Andrew Garfield, but I gotta say he showed up in this movie and showed the fuck out. He was one of the highlights of the movie,
Spider-Man in the movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Give Andrew Garfield his flowers, but I think he did his thing, and I hate that disrespected him in the past.
I agree. I didn't even like him. Like I only liked half of him in the movies, but like in this movie, he was good. So I give him his props. Definitely.
And another.
Was a good Spider-Man. People I understand his second movie was bad, but if you really go watch his first movie again,
oh yeah, it's good.
I agree.
It is not that
Nah, bruh. The first one's like watching Eternals.
Nah, the first one's pretty good.
Oh fuck that! I didn't
like
fall
the first
asleep
one.
for
To be honest,
fucking-
is better. It's better than Spider-Man: Homecoming and Far From Home.
No, bro. No, stop it.
No, I would agree with that.
You guys go back and watch
Stop
Amazing
it.
Spider-Man 1. That movie is really good.
That movie's boring, bro.
That suit is trash.
No, it's not. That suit was tight.
The first Amazing Spider-Man costume, that shit is trash. With the fucking you got the John Deere fucking glasses and shit. No, fuck that. That's trash.
What I wanted to say before we got off of Spider-Man.
Go ahead, Guru.
He didn't get a suit from nobody else. He was the GOAT.
While we're giving out flowers, Rashad, I want to give some flowers to William Dafoe as Green Goblin.
Yes.
I think he truly established himself as like a
Hey.
premier comic book villain in the likes of, Heath Ledger's Joker or, James Earl Jones, as Darth Vader and stuff like that. Like he's really in that class. He was kind of tiptoeing or kind of already there, but after this performance, he solidified itself.
Bro, he didn't even need a mask. Like they took the mask and fucking Kylo Ren that shit,
and it was perfect.
Can I add on to that? Like he did so good. He like picked up the slack for Jamie Foxx doing absolutely nothing and sleepwalking through his performance.
Man,
damn, telling bad jokes.
All that yo shit. I couldn't stand that yo shit from Jamie
like
Foxx.
That's another thing. I didn't like that. I understand they were trying to fix the character of Electro, but for the sake of consistency, they broke it just to do something. To have Jamie Foxx act like Electro, well, act like Jamie Foxx, and they totally strayed away from what Electro was in the movie he came from. I understand what they was trying to do, but for the sake of like for writing, that was not good.
Because they
I
didn't
guess
pay it
that
off.
I guess that's
Especially the whole thing of, yeah, man, you know, you save people, you live in Queens. I thought you'd be black. I'm like, why? Why did you? No, that joke
Miles.
didn't
And also
work.
that's the thing too. He shouldn't have been in this movie because he didn't know who Peter Parker was.
Facts.
I didn't mind that line.
I didn't even catch that.
I didn't dislike him.
No, I
he
didn't.
He didn't know who Peter Parker was. And I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2. Harry in that movie knew who Peter Parker was, but Electro never did.
He knew
Because that's what I
Spider-Man.
remember when he said to Peter, you know, he thought he was black. Like he.
Wow.
I didn't mind that line because that's how black folk talk.
I mean, yeah, I got no issue with what he was doing. I'm just saying, technically,
No, K-Dot's right, because we all said that too. We said, wait a second, because K-Dot, I do agree with you with unlike these other folks on the panel hating on the Amazing Spider-Man. I agree with you. I wouldn't call it the best, but I watched a biography, and if you guys got a chance, go check it out. There's a YouTube biography on Andrew Garfield. I respect him so much. I went back through and I watched, and when you hear what happened, Sony did fuck with a lot of the decisions. So I think it should be pointed out that there was very blatant studio interference in the writing, and you could tell. Like even from Amazing Spider-Man 1 to 2, you could feel where the studio put their hands in it.
Right.
And I think that really he wanted to quit after 1, and he only stayed, and I quote, this is a direct quote from him, because he loves Spider-Man. And to me, he showed that in this movie.
Good point.
And I think that should say something about his character. Like, you literally almost sacrificed your career because most people like pigeonholed him into those shitty movies, and he was in Silence, which is fucking amazing. I mean, he's Hacksaw Ridge. He's a great fucking actor and got
he's the best actor.
Ton of shade for a studio, and we've seen this in this current year, for a studio fucking with movies. So I really think he did get a bum rap, and I think he really does care about the character, as does Toby. I think everybody in this movie, God help me, I can't believe I'm saying this, even Tom Holland, the thing that they all have in common is that they care about the role. And I think that's important when you could tell. Actors can't bounce off of each other like that unless they have something in common. And what do all three of them have in common? They really love the character.
They're Spider-Man.
Yeah, the character is, and you could see that. So, yes, Black
I say the
Guru,
studio
I agree
fucked
there
with
is flaws, but there's love too. And I think for me, that's why it gets extra points. There is a love and there's a care put into that. When this year we've seen so many fucking cash grabs, soulless, fucking heartless filmmaking, and I don't, just not Marvel, to be fair, anything. Fucking reboots galore. Fucking West Side Story. Nobody asked for it. I was a fucking idiot and I saw that movie. Nobody asked for a fucking West Side Story.
I like West Side Story, man.
The new one is trash. You can't tell me that if you took the new one to the old one, that they did that movie justice. And then that arrogant fuck comes out and says he's not putting on subtitles because people should know Spanish. How fucking arrogant are you that you
who said that? Somebody actually said that?
Yeah, Steven Spielberg, the fucking director, came out and said,
shit.
if you don't like the film, you should learn Spanish like everybody else.
He's catering to a Spanish speaking crowd. Though.
Oh wow! Well, you know, I thought something was wrong because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see no damn subtitles. What the fuck are they saying?
Yeah, that's what that's what he said. And and when you take this movie and you look at the love and clear commitment that went into making the best possible film, and let's be real, guys, Black Guru and LB, you could pick apart any movie. You can give me any great movie. Movies can be picked apart if you really want to be nitpicky, but that's not the issue. The issue is, did they make a story that you could vibe with? Did you have a good time? And was it executed well? And just my personal opinion, I think they made a good movie. They executed it well. Yeah, there were some plot holes here and there. But if we take all of 2021, I agree with Purp. What the fuck else did something that had half the heart or fucking common decency
King Richard.
or cared about the audience
King
as
Richard.
much as this movie.
King
Richard.
Yeah, King Richard. Yeah.
King Richard was good, but I agree with a lot of critiques. Why are we making a biopic about people who are still in the fucking field? I don't understand that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great movie, but they're not retired. Richard, why are we doing a biopic on the sisters when
it's not the
still in it?
sisters? It's King Richard.
It's Richard's story. It's Richard's story about how
I don't understand why.
My nitpick is Will
really
Smith's
just
about
Richard and Venus stuff. Richard and Venus.
My nitpick is Will Smith's about 10 shades too light to be Richard Williams.
LB, you do got to give him props for doing a great impression. Like, I went back to look at the interviews. He did a spot on impression of the
yeah. No, I thought Will knocked out the park. I think he deserves an Oscar nomination.
Like,
all right. So I'm gonna get into this last category and start winding things down, and that is the channel of the year. This is 5 channels I picked that like I personally just watch and stuff like that. That I always try to pick channels that are like under 1,000. Because try to look out for the little guy. It wouldn't make no sense to nominate somebody that got like 8,000 subs and shit. Like, no, I rather
Jeremy
just
Johns.
Yeah, it's like
Jeremy Johns should definitely be at fucking number 1 every. Never mind. I love you, Jeremy. Come.
No.
Never mind.
But nah, yeah. I just I always like to just give people their props and stuff like that I see out there, like up and coming YouTubers and stuff. So that's why I came up with this this category, because K-Dot was the first one to win it back in 2019. Then we had Tyler in 2020 last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can just be little stuff like your setup or just like your presentation and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be nothing too crazy. If I just like what you had to say and just just your overall channel, then yeah, like that's pretty much how I chose who I chose and stuff. Now to be fair, I didn't watch every single fucking video because it's pretty much possible to fucking do that when I'm doing my own shit. So I just pay attention to like how much they put out and all that, and just it is what it is. But it's gonna go through the nominees. Yeah, so that's pretty much who I chose. You got Joe from Real Shift. You got Keyshawn from LowKey Cave. You got Chillmonger. You got the two dopeless movie guys. I really like those guys. They're like a 2-man crew. They don't put out as much content, but it's still, when you watch their channel, it's a really dope setup. I like the back and forths they have. They have like these not like verse, like it's kind of like a versus series. Like one of their videos that they did was like Trick or Treat versus was it Trick or Treat versus Hocus Pocus? That was a really dope one. They had another one where it was like, I think it was Jason versus Mike Myers. It might have been somebody else, but I like them. Then you got the Back of the Bus cast. I really like those. I really like them too as well, because they cover a lot of pop culture type of topics and sports and stuff like that. Everybody's links in the description. I like them all for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? I think they all have a unique style about them and stuff like the LowKey Cave. You know, he pumps out a lot of content similar to how I do it. But you know, he gives all these like really dope streams and you know reactions. Just overall, everybody did was really I found to be really interesting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I picked them. But there can only be one. So, you know, let's see. What are everybody's predictions? Zod.
Oh shit. I feel like an asshole because I never watched these people, but
I do.
Oh, whatever. That's why you're my co-host, because you're supposed to like inform me about these things before we come on. God damn it!
No, I don't. It's not my turn yet.
This son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to say the Chillmonger because that seems like the one
Okay.
I would pick, mainly because
K
we're in
Dot.
the chat.
K Dot. You there? Bueller?
I'm here.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the LowKey Cave. I'm gonna go with the LowKey Cave. I think that's your top.
All right.
He fucking hated LowKey.
I hate you, PB. Rashad.
Okay, who was the one that had all like the VHSs in the backgrounds? I saw
That was Real Shift. Yeah, he has all the VHSs.
Okay,
Those are real
like,
VHSs, by the way, too.
Yes, okay. Well, I never seen the channel, but I like that setup, man. I saw Freddy's Revenge on the bottom. I said I like this guy already.
Okay, PB.
It's got to be Chillmonger. Did you see that Pokemon starter video that he made?
I knew that would win you over.
Oh man, it was. I watched all of that. I watched all of it partway through, and then I watched all of it from the beginning again.
Okay, LB.
Since Chillmonger's the only one from this nominees that's currently here, I'll say it's him.
All right, VG.
I'm gonna go with Chillmonger just because I think he got a dope channel. You know what I'm saying? I like how he do his like you said, layouts, and even his logo is pretty dope. I think the name Chillmonger itself is creative, and then the 33 burning MCU questions is a fire ass concept. I know it's a lot of hard work that kind of going in that to come up with 33 different questions. So I would say Chillmonger for all of those reasons.
All right. Yeah, like I said, like I picked everybody, you know, that I thought, you know, really stood out this year. Everybody like I know Real Shift, he just hit 1K not too long ago, like 2 months ago. Chillmonger also hit 1K this year.
You see what's happening in the chat right now?
What happened?
Back of the bus says nobody realizes we're in here. It's because you're in the back of the fucking bus.
But nah, it's I chose everybody because you know I think they all make really dope content. Make sure you sub to all their channels as well.
But Chillmonger did the best.
But shout out to you, Purp, for your 2K. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy.
Yeah. This also kind of doubled as like a 2K. It really wasn't a celebration, but you know, it's like Tom Holland said it best. It's not about me. You know, it's not about me.
I feel you. That's why I'm giving
What
you.
about
that's what I'm saying.
Just Cheesing It, this new show that I just heard about.
What's that?
I heard it's fire. It's hosted by Pop Culture PB.
Who's that? It's like, no, I'm kidding.
Is he in here?
I'm just saying, high quality production. He's a great guest.
Because like I just look at it like, you know what I'm saying, even the nominees, you know, that's 4 other people that you could sub to. So that's what it's really about to me. It's not like I don't really care who wins or, you know, nobody really loses. You know, like I think regardless, like next year with all this amount of content coming out, everybody's going to just blow up. I definitely think that it's going to be a year. And if you're a new creator, if you just want to get into it, it's the perfect time because there's so much content out here. It's all it takes is really one video and probably one stream, and it's off to the
Still waiting
races.
for that to happen.
Or 100 on the same topic, either or.
Yeah.
Still trying to get to that goal too.
Yeah. So I chose. My pick is Chillmonger.
Fucking called it.
And I've been watching Chillmonger for a while, and I feel like he's been really, really grinding. And I think he really struck gold with the 33 burning questions because I really like that, and I really want to do the 33 burning AOT questions, but that's like really fucking hard. And I'm like thinking like, yo, how the fuck does he do this?
Right.
Like every week. I was just like, this is like really hard for me to think about, but it's very engaging and stuff like that. And also I gotta give it to him because he was on Disney Plus too, so okay. So
what?
Yeah, he was in the documentary. He was like little feature.
Purp. So let me ask you a question, Purp.
What?
Who would you have picked if Chillmonger ain't send you a bag of Canadian dollars?
No, I would probably gone with I probably would gone with either Back of the Bus or Real Shit, because I've been on Back of the Bus's their channel. They're really dope cats, man. They really dope. They really dope. If you like people that cover sports and stuff like that, or just they cover similar shows that I cover, like Power or like Snowfall, or or just MCU stuff, like they cover it all. I really like chopping up with them, and you'll definitely see them on the channel. I'm gonna try to get a lot of these people on the channel. You'll see them, you'll get to know them more. But like I said, like y'all can check out each one of their channels and let me know how y'all feel about it, which one fits you the best or whatnot, and go from there.
Whichever one does the most Pokemon content.
Yeah, but yeah, I would have picked either Back of the Bus or Real Shift. That would have been
all right. Back of the Bus. You know what to do next time, bruh. Gotta
Get
send
your
that
ass
bag.
Get your ass to the front of the bus.
Yeah, front of the bus with that bag.
With that bag, right?
Yeah, but like they getting close to 1K, so definitely make sure you sub to them. This was a dope stream, better than I expected. Yes, I ruffled some feathers. A lot of people.
I got another question. So what you got for worst channel of the year?
Worst channel? Oh, that goes to Zod every year.
No, I didn't even have a speech prepared. Thank you for everybody who hates me. Y'all could go fuck yourselves. I appreciate your hate coming to my channel to give me stupid ass comments, because I enjoy telling you how you're wrong. It's not easy being a villain. It's not. It's a lot of hard work. Lots of dumpster raccoons. They're very important.
Committing suicide.
Man.
Shout out to my co-host. Thank you.
Funny you mentioned raccoon. I hit a raccoon a few weeks ago, and I thought of you.
LB, you were the one who took out my best source. I was like, Phil,
hey man,
Phil hadn't checked in a week. I was worried.
R.I.P. to the raccoon, man. Damn.
No, it survived.
Oh, it did.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
you should have finished them.
Yeah, you should have pulled back around.
Oh, you still alive? This moving back up. But yeah, man, this was a fun time. Definitely going to do this again next year. Gonna go try to do even bigger. Have some more people on. You know what I'm saying? Try to do some more different content. Like I said, I want to have some more of these people that are nominated on the channel more often. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of pick their brain and get to know them more, and put them out there and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much the show. I'm just gonna go around and y'all can plug whatever. Zod, plug what you got to plug and just hurry the fuck up.
Most of that don't know. It's the most surf-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking. The man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in all of YouTube entertainment today, Mr. Zod. And thank you for having me on. This was great. I got the normal shit, late night talks on Christmas Eve. Fuck the holidays. We're gonna do it villain style. I fucking hate Christmas.
Damn.
And
Bah humbug.
bah humbug, fuck consumerism. And thank you everybody who has been watching. I know there's some people in the chat who know my channel, and I appreciate it. And shout out to the winners or the winner, Chillmonger. Good job. And I really appreciate Purp doing something for the smaller channels. I think that that's cool. And go check us out on Friday. We got a funny show, I hear, and we make fun of everyone equally. Right now, it's Alec Baldwin's turn. But who knows?
Are you really a winner if you pay for it?
I mean, I didn't pay Purp to be the worst channel, so.
All right, K Dot. You got another dot in the morning, whatever the hell. K Dot in the morning.
Probably not tomorrow morning. Possibly Thursday for sure. No, Friday. Definitely Friday morning with the dot. Maybe Thursday, because the next 2 days I kind of just want to, relax and just, relax and kick back. But Thursday and Friday for sure I will be streaming. That's coming up.
Okay, Rashad, I know you be dropping some heat. What you got coming?
Oh, I appreciate that, bro. And congrats on 2K subscribers, bro.
Thank you.
Really enjoy your channel, your content. You know what I'm saying? And you're one of the first ones I go to see, your opinion on different shows and stuff. But my channel is Rashad G Reviews. I talk movies, I talk shows, pretty much whatever the hell I want to talk about. I like eating, so I have some cooking videos where I do a dinner and a movie where I cook something that has to relate to the movie that I'm watching. I haven't done too many of those lately, but gotta get back on that again.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah. No doubt. It's a love letter to my love for films. That didn't make sense, but it's late, so fuck it. I even poke fun at some politics, some pop culture stuff. As much as I love Star Wars, you don't see a lot of Star Wars content on my page because when I talk Star Wars, nobody cares.
So you're trying to tell me you like The Last Jedi?
Hell no. I mean, no, I did.
Is that a shot at me?
No.
Is that a shot at me?
I'm mistaking that for Rise of Skywalker. I like Last Jedi. I don't give a damn.
Nah.
Last Jedi was cool, man.
I was asking that because you said no one cares about your Star Wars content, so that means you talk about stuff that you like about Star Wars.
All right, so PB,
right. Yeah,
PB, what you got?
I don't know. I'll probably end up doing a show at some time next week. That is all.
Okay. What's the name of your show, sir?
Oh, it's called PB's Cheesing It Up Live. Last week I talked about Spider-Man. It was fantastic.
Nice.
It was amazing. You're amazing.
Jesus Christ.
I can't stand y'all, bro. Anyways, LB.
I appreciate you allowing me to join you on the Purp show. It was a lot of fun, chopping up with all of y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just want to let y'all know I'm back in these YouTube streets and I'm coming back with a vengeance because I'm fed up and I got things to say. My channel's called The Lonely Banter.
Is Darth Lonely coming back?
No.
Oh, damn. You gotta bring that back. That shit was funny as hell. But this next guy is I don't want to have to boost his ego or nothing like that, but he's one of my personal favorite creators. Mr. Black Guru.
Yeah, I'm the Black Guru. Shout out to Purp. I want to start off by saying shout out to Purp, man. We can all just give him a hand for putting this together. You know what I'm saying? And he introduced me to everybody, and everybody's so cool and everything like that. So
fucking Zod.
Yeah, I mean, no cap, you know what I'm saying? And Purp, he one of the hardest working men in this motherfucker. If you really look at it, like the amount of content he consumed and the shit he put out, you know what I'm saying? It's impressive. And the consistency of it is even more impressive. So I just want to give a big shout out to Purp. You know what I'm saying? For all the work he put in, and just more power to you. I told Purp he gonna blow up, bro. I told him, I'm like, bro, you putting all this work, you gonna blow up on this shit. And we starting to see the fruits of that labor. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Purp, shout out to Chill for Channel of the Year. Like I was saying earlier. My channel, I go live on Twitch, and I go live on, I'm gonna put some more reaction videos and things like that on YouTube. So just follow me on Twitch and YouTube, or if you see Purp retweet, or I've seen anybody retweet my stuff, just follow and just allow me to create things that you like. You know, if you like it, cool, and follow and subscribe at that time. But just kind of pay attention and then just go from there.
Like, because like Guru got this thing called 3 in the Key. If you want to break that down too, because I really like that.
Well, 3 in the Key, what we do is we'll take 3 shows from the past, 3 episodes from a show of the past, and we'll watch them and kind of review them and go down memory lane. So, for example, what we did with the Friday show was we take the TGI Friday ABC lineup. So that's Boys Meets World, Step by Step, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and so forth and so on. Put them on a spin wheel, spin the wheel. And whichever show comes up, we watch an episode of that. And recently, we watched an episode of Boy Meets World, a couple of episodes of Boy Meets World. And that show is fantastic. I mean, Boy Meets World is one of the most fantastic shows to come out in the 90s. It encapsulates a late 90s teen sitcom in so many ways, and it's powerful in a weird kind of ABC way. We also watched an episode of Full House.
Oh, that was epic. That was so epic.
Which I was pleasantly surprised, because normally what we try to do when we select the episode, we'll select the top rated IMDb episode. So we try to watch the best of the best to give it a good chance. And I was pleasantly surprised by Full House, even though I grew up hating the show. So that's what we do on 3 in the Key. We'll watch 3 episodes of Martin, or 3 episodes of I Love Lucy, or 3 episodes of King of Queens, whatever kind of pops up, and we'll just go from there.
Word, yeah. Make sure y'all go follow everybody, you know, subscribe, do all that. You know what I'm saying? This has been the Purp Awards 2001, not 2001, 2021. I'm tired too.
See, it's getting late, man. I get it. Listen, the later it gets, but the more I fuck my words up too.
The more years you take off.
Starting to feel that shit, like. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I had a blast doing this, man. It's like, with this being a shitty ass year, and just it was dope to kind of do this, and we're getting all these dope movies, and people are starting to go back to the theaters. People are starting to act normal now, and we're getting there, baby steps. But all I wish that people do is, for 2022, just don't burn any bridges, just stick together, you know what I'm saying, whatever endeavors that you're doing, if it's like on YouTube or your actual job or some shit like that. There's too much of that shit in the like that's going on right now, and gotta just do better.
Sticking together doesn't get views, bruh.
That's true. That is true. We need to change that. That's what we don't need to do. We don't need a race war. That would be bad, But
you don't want to race my Impala?
Ooh, now my Civic, I will.
My Ultima might smoke your Impala, but it runs like.
You got one of those. You got the loud pipes like the the Hispanic folks in.
Oh shit.
Look how we dub.
I don't know why people do that. Be like, bruh, I'm not wasting gas, bruh. Like,
that'd be scaring the shit out of me too when they do that, especially when that shit like pops. Sounds like a fucking gunshot going off. I'm like, what the hell, man?
They be driving those 2-door circus cars that come up to the light, look at you, they go rev up the engine like, bruh.
Not impressing nobody. But yeah, look out for I'm thinking about doing a Hawkeye review and just talking about the last 4 episodes, because I talked about the first 2. Probably gonna also watch The Matrix. Next week we got, and then also on Netflix they're dropping this new Korean show called The Silent Sea that looks interesting. It's like looks like kind of like a suspense thriller, like they get stuck in space or some shit. But I'm gonna watch that. Cobra Kai next week, and then whenever enough people get to watch it, you know what I'm saying, probably have a live stream like 2 weeks after or
we'll
something
be
like that.
able to talk about it with you by the end of January.
Yeah.
Where
No,
yeah, so
no, not for Cobra Kai. Look, everybody get on it, okay? I don't care. Fuck them kids. You watch Cobra Kai. All right, I'm
Fuck
sorry.
them
Slow that
kids.
down,
No.
LB.
I've been trying to get people on that show since it first dropped in 2018. It was like, man, I ain't watching no YouTube show. I'm like, no, trust me, watch this shit. Now everybody jumping on.
Yeah, it's the best. It's
I
their
got
best show.
YouTube Red because I still pay for YouTube Red.
Oh no, I canceled that shit after the season was over.
Hell nah, them commercials, bro. I ain't seen a commercial in 4 years, bro.
I can't live that
I
commercial.
haven't seen a commercial in 4 years. That's funny.
I'll pay YouTube. I'll gladly pay them $10 a month not to watch a commercial.
Shit.
Oh, that's why I don't make money off of YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Like,
So
I got my little YouTube check today. It wasn't much, but I said, "Oh shit, I forgot YouTube pays once a month."
Yeah, they kind of fucked me over. It was like, oh, no, we're gonna stop you right here. You gonna wait till next month. I was like, all right, YouTube. I see how y'all doing.
you got to start pouring milk on your body for them super chats, bruh.
Right.
Yeah,
you gotta do some outlandish shit. I gotta just straight cool out here and like just buck dance, like. But yeah, man.
Do a real perp show.
Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. This was fun. Like I said, look out for the content because it's definitely, you know, it could come at any time. I don't got no
Pause.
Yes, pause, big pause. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all when I see y'all in the next one.
All right,
Peace.
Peace.
Good luck.
May the force be with you.